Hi, everybody. It's your anonymous friend, Corey at A Mighty Mushroom. I figured, people listen to me more if I'm anonymous, don't show my face on the internet and make comments about people.
Yeah,
That's how
that'll
you
work.
that's how you get respect on the internet, I guess, these days.
I think
Uh,
trying to get respect on the internet is your first stumbling block.
exactly. That's like trying to catch fish in the sand.
It might be harder.
But no, you're right. You're right. At least there could be a fish in the sand. Anyway, so we are doing I sold my first item on Poshmark on Saturday, and then I sold my second item on Poshmark on Sunday. I listed 6 items, and I sold 2 of those items,
That's a pretty
relatively
good
quickly.
sell-through rate.
Yeah, and $50 a piece. I mean, their vig is pretty high. The I'm gonna screen share here. Screen share application window. Share. Let's see if I can. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm not gonna be able to see you because I'm screen sharing, but
You're not
I
missing
want.
anything.
What?
I said you're not missing anything.
Well, I
Just
was talking.
self-depreciating jokes, that's all.
Ha ha ha. Look, it's Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. We're talking about Poshmark.
Join us.
Join us,
Do you have
Jonathan.
anything to say about Poshmark?
He probably does. Probably like, hey, don't be listing stuff on Poshmark. I'm doing an experiment with Poshmark. This is the desktop site. It is very basic.
It is so easy.
It's so basic. Look at
I have
this.
to say, I love listing on Poshmark on the desktop. I was just saying before we started, they only just added that option, I don't know, 8 months ago, like less than a year ago. You used to have to list from a phone, and it was really, really obnoxious. Um, but now that you can do it from the website, it is so fast and so simple. And there's not 500 million drop down menus that you're supposed to fill out.
I would say that the listing flow, yeah, I don't like eBay's deal with the drop downs needs to like get worked out because it's really annoying. The funniest one of the like when they went to structured data and eBay was like, oh, if something is new, you need to enter um the not the ISBN number, the UPC code, and you just say doesn't apply. So it
That's
just
all I
adds.
do.
I know. Well, that's all anybody ever does. So it just wastes everybody's time because nobody really cares about that. Nobody cares about adding to eBay's structured data. eBay should be adding to eBay's structured data. Like
Well, and
why should I do the job of creating their catalog? They should
all the
create
drop
their own
down
catalog.
menus, I think, just add room for item
Errors.
not as described.
Yeah, I think you're
That's
right
how
too.
I feel. And
Yeah.
the only ones I fill out are like the brand, the size, the color, and like
The
that's
eBay
about it.
shipping is much better than Poshmark's if you have to ship multiple orders. Uh, Jonathan was asking about the listing flow.
I
Creating a listing on Poshmark is easier than creating a listing on eBay in certain ways, and it's more difficult in certain ways. Why it's easier on eBay is because you can actually just pull a listing.
Yeah, so why do you think shipping is easier on eBay?
Because you can bulk ship so much easier. Poshmark sends you these stupid emails, and
You can do it from the website though. You don't need to go from the email.
I
I
had
don't
to go. I had to go from the website because the email didn't work. So,
Yeah, and the
and then,
emails are a pain in the butt, but
dude,
you do have to ship, you do have to print each individual label
yeah, that's
separately.
really annoying. That took me way more time than it should have. Okay, it's to add your item to the product listing, not to create a new product in the catalog. Well, the question is then because I can enter a random UPC number and it will accept it.
I actually tried to do that once before I knew what it was asking me exactly, and it wouldn't let me. It said
Oh,
that my number was not applicable or whatever.
interesting.
So I actually just the other day I had what was it? One of the shoes that I bought at Nordstrom Rack, the box has the UPC code on it, and I actually entered the UPC code that's on the box, and it worked, and it took it. The first time I entered it incorrectly, I hit the wrong number, and it didn't take it. So I do think it checks against something, but I can't say exactly if it's 100% of the time.
Yeah. Leia says, Poshmark is annoying because people ask you to model. How many times worn? My favorite trade.
Yeah, I just don't respond.
Yeah, I just don't respond to those, I would say. But yeah, what I noticed is like a lot of weird modeling on Poshmark. That's the first thing I noticed when I started looking into it in like November. I was like, ugh. There's
because a lot of people are selling their own items from their closets. They're not businesses necessarily. Yeah. They're ladies who are selling the stuff that they're not wearing in order to buy new things for themselves that they are wearing.
Just 10 Pac-Man asks if you can just have alerts for just sales. Yeah, you can. You have to go into your settings and change it to what you want, but like you still get all kinds of notifications. I mean,
you can turn off almost all of them.
The frenzy of notifications and the frenzy of activity on Poshmark is slightly frenetic.
Yeah, it's definitely like, need to go into your
really need to have it be like so like yippy. It's like a yippy dog barking at you.
Like I have turned off like who's following me, likes and shares, party invites, party reminders, price drops, because I don't buy much on Poshmark, so I don't care about price marks. And then like really the only thing I want to know is when I receive an offer or when someone comments on something. That's it. That's all I have checked.
Yeah, I
and I very rarely get bothered with anything. So definitely change that in your settings.
I rarely get bothered by anything. That's funny.
Well, I mean, I get bothered by a ton of stuff, just not on Poshmark. I'm always fucking bothered by something.
Yeah, that's what I like about you.
Yeah, I'm very easy to annoy.
Oh, I just got an offer on Poshmark.
Oh, see?
What is it?
Do we want to talk about what we're doing, or should we?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we don't have to give the number if we don't want to, but
we're just having a competition to see who can do the most sales on Poshmark for fun
in a certain amount of time. So we have a certain number that we're trying to hit, and so we are having a slight competition.
Dude, I have awesome prices on this stuff, and people are just lowballing the crap out of me. I'm like,
that happens on Poshmark just like it happens on eBay, and I treat it the same exact way. Most of the time I counter.
Maybe it's because I'm established on eBay, but Poshmark is pretty bad already. I've already noticed that it is orders of magnitude worse than eBay for lowballing offers.
Yeah, you may just not. People may see you and be like, he's a newbie. Maybe he doesn't know that this is worth something, you know?
Yeah.
You might need to get over that hump of, you know, getting to like the ambassador status or whatever.
Yeah.
Which your employee will be able to help you with.
Yeah, I think on Poshmark, I think you have to kind of have this weird strategy where you kind of price things high.
I agree. And I do that. I actually price things a bit of a percentage over what I price things on eBay.
How did he make a counter offer? I declined it.
If you declined it, then you can't make a counter offer.
I have a $60 pair of new Nike Dry Fit golf shorts, size 34. They have the tag on them. They're like, I wanted to get some sales going, so I mean, they're worth $60. People pay $60 for them. They're hard to get, and they're really, really expensive. Yeah, I think these are $60 is market, I should say. Like they sell for over $100 in the store. I have them for $25. This guy offered me $15. I declined the offer. He offered me $16. Decline the offer.
Yeah, so just like on eBay, you can decline and you can also block people. If you feel like people are just being time wasters and it's not worth your time to mess with, you can always block someone and just be like, I don't even want to see any more of your offers. So
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Jonathan said, how
If
is
this guy
offering
makes
on
me another
Poshmark
stupid
compared
offer.
to others? And like, how is making an offer or accepting an offer, or how is the actual quality of the offers? Because I find them to be mostly comparable, but other people say that they find them to be better or worse. I think it just depends what you're selling and who your market is. As for like making and accepting offers, what I love is that when someone makes an offer on Poshmark, their money is immediately held. And if you accept it, the money is released immediately. You don't get your payment immediately, but they take the money from the buyer.
Yeah.
So there's no waiting in limbo for 7 to 10 days while someone decides if they're going to pay or not, like on eBay.
Well, they have they need to accept the package or whatever. So there are flaws on both sides. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have like rashes of non-paying buyers sometimes. I find that non-paying buyers are more in auctions because people get all caught up in the auction and then they just never pay.
Definitely.
So.
And as for payment, they have 3 days after they receive something to confirm that they received it and release your payment. But if they don't do it in the 3-day time period, Poshmark immediately releases the money to you. So if they don't accept their package in 3 days, too bad, so sad, Poshmark gives you your money. So really you're about 5 to 6 days to get your payment if you ship immediately, because everything ships priority. So everything is about 2, maybe 3 days.
That was pretty cool. Like it cost the buyer like $6 and it's up to 5 pounds or something crazy. They got a wicked postage deal.
The thing is, a lot of people don't like it for like if you buy one t-shirt, you're paying $6.95 or something for shipping. Whereas on eBay, it's like $3, But if you buy a pair of, Doc Marten boots, right, they weigh 4 pounds and you're still paying $6. So it balances out. It really pays to list heavy items on Poshmark, boots, jeans, heavy jackets.
5 pounds or below 5 pounds.
Yeah, as long as it's below 5 pounds. But even when you go over the 5 pound, which I've done if I've sold big lots to people, you're only paying another couple bucks here and there. So like a 7 pound package is going to cost you like $8 or something.
Oh, okay.
It's still really, really good.
Yeah.
You're just paying that out of your pocket. The customer doesn't pay that.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, it says eBay opens almost sold out. I'm looking at the website. I'm gonna talk about eBay for a second because let's see. Let me screen share. Let's look here. If I could ever learn how to use anything. Okay. I have so much fun with this. Okay. Share. Somehow the eBay Open site popped up. I'm going to screen share eBay Open. It's coming up July 26th, 24th through 26th at the Mandalay Bay. If you haven't gotten your tickets, it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat is like coming except for Rob. Except for Rob. I'm going. Kayla's going. Can't remember if the Destroy family was going. Vegan Flipper's coming.
No, because Megan is going to be quite pregnant at the time.
Oh, yeah. Customer service. What was the message that was retracted?
I saw it, but it didn't make any sense to me.
Oh, okay. Who retracted it? Oh, they retracted it.
They did.
Oh, okay. Dang it. Green Thrifty Life. I don't know if you're coming to eBay Open. Michelle's not coming to eBay Open. Melissa's coming. Jonathan, I would hope, is coming.
I hope so.
I mean, not everybody can go, so. If you got tickets early, they were $275. Kayla, Nicole, and I gave out a ticket. We all pitched in to get somebody in the community a ticket, which I thought was really cool. It was a really cool thing to do. I'm really glad I had the opportunity to do that for somebody. not I, we. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I'm glad I could help in doing that. Right now it's $3.99. It says it's almost sold out. I don't know what that means. Mandalay Bay is kind of out of the way. The hotels are $89 a night plus a little bit of tax. I think it came out to like $400.
Yeah, that's
for
about
all 3 nights.
That's about what I paid, I think.
Yeah, $400 for 3 nights. You don't have to stay there, but it doesn't make sense to stay somewhere else. Honestly, you're not going to get.
I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah,
if you
you're going to
stay
waste
elsewhere.
a lot of time. You're just going to waste time getting from here to there, and you're going to miss
You're
out.
going to pay money unless you're walking, and depending
Exactly.
where you are, it's going to be hot. And
Denali's here. Denali's never
hey,
here.
girl. She's coming to eBay Open. She's trying to get me to go to Posh Fest. Posh, whatever the fuck it is. Poshmark Fest.
Poshmark
Posh
Trampoline
Open.
Festival.
And I was telling her, no, I'm not going.
I don't know if I can deal with Posh Fest.
I don't want to go.
Now. I just don't know if I can deal with it. I don't want to go to the south either.
No, I have no interest in going
Las
to
Vegas is as far south and east as I want to go right now.
Denali is coming to my house this weekend, and we're doing a little garage sale in my community.
Nice.
We're going to get rid of some shit that we don't want anymore.
Vegan, Brian, vegan, flipper, hammocks, on fleek. I have a lot of banana hammocks.
The Stroy family. I hate you.
What?
If you go to Posh Fest, you can have rosé all day. There's this whole, the posh community I'm just not into. I don't know if I'm too old. I don't know what it is, but I'm
Maybe you're just too rough around the edges.
I'm too rough around the edges. I'm like, I could be your mother's. Go home.
All right. I'm seeing if they added any agenda stuff on here. Last year they didn't. They had an app. So at eBay Open they'll have an app, and or they had an app last year, and you could go through and schedule your stuff on the app, which is pretty cool. Workshop session 1, workshop session 2, 3, 4, 5. There was a lot of.
I'm hoping they add some stuff to that website because it's pretty bare right now.
It was completely bare last year, and then all of a sudden, when you got there, everything blew up. You could pick some sessions on the previous website, and see, it's on on Tuesday, I'm not gonna be able to get there until about 5 o'clock, and then I got to come from the airport. So I'm gonna meet up with you guys after. But the welcome.
I think I don't get until noon something.
Yeah, well, I
don't think I'm gonna be missing much. So
no, the general session doesn't start until 1, and that's when somebody important will talk, and then they'll have a break where you have something, like a snack or some crap, and then there'll be another. This is Kool-Aid Day. Tuesday, July 24th is Kool-Aid Day, and then
everybody hypes.
We have to party that night, you see, because then on Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. is breakfast. Yeah, so you party before you have the actual stuff to do. No, but no, the whole thing is really about meeting people. If you really need to get into last year, I did kind of need some ins and outs about certain parts of eBay, and I got to talk to eBay employees, and I attended probably 5 of the sessions, and I learned from those sessions. One of the sessions was run by the guy who does that stupid whatever that thing was, Crazy Lister.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, dude, if you've ever heard of a company called Crazy Lister, and I don't know if Jonathan's still here or not, their company, I tried them out because eBay recommended them, and they hijacked my listings and put these stop danger signs and all this crazy stuff, and Nicole actually discovered it. Then we went through and started taking them off, and my stuff was selling instantly when we started. Remember that? Things started to sell that they So they could only hijack the listings that were there when I put them live, right? So I had thousands of listings that weren't hijacked, but um, the video title is golden. What is the title of the video? I don't remember what I.
Poshmark banana hammocks.
Oh,
You can sell underwear, Corey.
did she send you that video? I'm like, I do not
She
sell
posted
draws.
it in the text message.
Oh, I have to see that. Is it funny?
It's pretty funny.
Let's see that Posh website sell flow. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stop talking about eBay Open. I'm sure they added the Shine Awards is blah 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 blah. I don't care about the Shine Awards.
I don't care.
It's like you have to nominate yourself.
They kept sending me this thing that's like nominate yourself, and I'm like, I don't.
No, I'm not gonna nominate myself.
No.
Are you crazy?
Whatever it is, I don't care.
Oh, okay. He wants to see the. Okay, so what I would do? Am I screen sharing right now?
Yes.
Okay, let me just. I want to. What's up, Rob? We're gonna do a little Poshmark listing here. You never sold anything on Poshmark, I'm assuming.
No. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions, you know.
Oh.
But I was gonna wait till you finish.
Are you cross posting now, Kayla?
Fuck yes, I am.
Will you do me a favor? Will you screen share and show Jonathan the whole flow? Can we do that real quick?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me just get some photos.
I need to be able to
here.
cut and paste stuff, and I'm like I can't deal with it right now.
So almost everything that I post is cross-posted. I'm just making sure I don't have anything up that I don't want
people to see. Yeah.
I think I'm good. Okay.
And you never double sell?
I think it's happened like once, and I'm very like this is my full-time thing. So when something sells, my priority is to take that item down elsewhere.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying is that you can't be awake for forever, and since you live on it. Just for me, I wake up and I have sales all the time.
I do too, but I think I also have like 1,400 items for sale. So the chance of selling both of those items within like the 8-hour stretch that I'm sleeping on both sites is pretty slim.
Yeah, I would just put like if it was me, what I was thinking would just like the more long tail items. Like I sold one T-shirt, it just sold in like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and of course I'm pissed off because it sold so fast. You know.
All right, so let me show you what you do here. So this is the listing that I'm copying. This is my listing on eBay. I already went through and resaved these photos because this is an old listing on eBay. So you just click your little cell. You upload your photos.
Can I ask you a question before you go any further?
Oh my God, I haven't even started.
Listen, you have to wait till she gets under the bridge.
Okay, go ahead. Ask the question.
Now, I heard something about it has to be a square photo or something like that?
Yes, it has to be a square photo.
So if you don't, it won't square it for you?
No, there's no resizing on Poshmark. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So upload your photos, bam, like that. I go and copy and paste my description. I don't copy and paste all of my I don't take returns on eBay because fuck you. I don't need to copy and paste that onto Poshmark because it's not applicable. So I just copy and paste it, and then I copy and paste the title. It truncates your title, but I'm happy with that. That's fine. Dude, category
suck.
Oh my God, you can only have like 50 characters in your title.
Really? Yeah, but I got news for you. I was checking out Etsy, and you know what? If you put in one keyword, so much spam bullshit comes up.
Oh yeah, because on Etsy you can have like 200 characters in your title. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you just select your drop down. You can do multi-quantity. My size is a size 8. It is not new with tags. The brand. Your colors. You can put an original price if you want to, but I don't usually. And then I usually add an extra $5 onto my price from what I'm asking on eBay, and then that's it. I'm done.
So now,
so if I wasn't
as
being
far as the
interrupted by
shipping goes,
Rob,
you don't see that money for the shipping. Like
if
you
I
don't have to
wasn't
handle it.
interrupted
Right?
by Rob, that would have taken me 30 seconds.
What did you say?
Nothing. So for shipping, no, you don't ever see the money for shipping. That money goes directly to Poshmark.
Yeah, because some people were saying, oh, it's 20% fees, but it's really not that much more because you pay fees on the shipping. So if I sell a suit that's $100 and it's $15 shipping, you're paying it on the 115, not on the 100. So it's really more than the eBay.
I've done the calculations, and it comes down to a couple dollars difference. That's it. So for me, the ease of posting, the fact that Poshmark doesn't really entertain returns, unless you've obviously done something, like you've listed something inappropriately or whatever, that is worth the couple of dollars that I'm spending to list it on Poshmark versus listing it on eBay. So I don't mind the fact that the fees are slightly higher. Some people seem to think that these are astronomically higher, but they haven't actually done the math. And if you do the math, we're talking like a couple percentages difference. That's it.
Well, some people freak out about like 1%. So
well,
like, oh my God.
Idiots. And they're gonna step over $1 to pick up a penny. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So I see Poshmark as a very possibly profitable platform. I think it's really because of how it's difficult to find the thing that you're looking for, and I guess that's just a common problem everywhere. But I think that the average sale price looks really low. That's what creeps me out about the platform. But you have to ride the other side, I guess.
But like I said, remember, a lot of these are women who are selling their Gap t-shirts in their closet because they want to buy some new Gap t-shirts. So they're selling them for $5, $6, $7, $8 because they don't care. They're just going to use that money and go buy a new t-shirt.
God, I'm getting lowballed out the ass.
Jonathan says, do you think the reason there are returns on eBay is why there are more drop downs to make sure buyers know what they get? Maybe, but there's no enforcing the drop downs. So, I mean, you can fill in every drop down, but you're going to have people who say, well, you said this was coral, and I think that it's more orange. Like, you said that it's a size large, but it fits me more like a medium.
If you look in the description, I said it might be on the side of corange.
Yeah.
Which is a mixture of coral and orange.
So it really doesn't matter how, whether I use all of those drop downs or not, because people aren't reading them, in my opinion.
I don't think they are either. I don't think people read anything.
Detailed measurements and everything.
People don't even read the titles.
No, they don't, or they don't look at all the pictures. That's why they say, oh, there's a hole in it. And you're like, yeah, but I put a big photo of the hole, and I said that it's flawed, and then in the description, I put that there's a hole, and they go, well, I want to return it anyway. Because there's a hole.
A lot of bung holes there on eBay.
There's bung holes everywhere. This is nothing new. And I just like that Poshmark encourages people to resell on the platform.
Yeah.
If they get something that they're like, oh, this is more coral than orange, right? They go, well, then reposh it. That's what they tell people to do. They won't accept a return because you think it's more coral than, mystic pink or whatever the fuck.
People they never read. Like, people used to come into the store and they would say, let me get a shrimp fra diavolo. And then they get it. And then he's like, oh, it's too spicy. So, well, why'd you order shrimp fra diavolo? I don't know. It'll look good. Yeah, but it's spicy. Of course, it's spicy. I don't know.
Jonathan, there's category, which will give you, it's just, I'll share my screen again here so you can get a better look at it. So there's category. These are your drop downs, right? And there's women's, men's, and kids. And it's fashion and makeup and accessories only. You can't sell a mug. You can't sell your couch. You can't sell your dog. Like, it's clothing, accessories, and makeup. That's it. So you can select one of these, and then you have a subcategory, but it's optional. I will sometimes fill it out, but their subcategories are really weird. Like, what if it's a wedding dress and it's strapless? Like, which one do I pick? Like, I don't know. Some of their categories are kind of odd. But most of them are pretty good. But I fill them out if it's easy. But sometimes a dress, I'm like, oh, I don't know. It could be one or the other, so I just leave it alone. A size is another drop-down menu.
That's easy.
But you can put a custom size in there. So a lot of my vintage items, I'll just put like C measurements because I don't have a size.
Is there a Rob touch this drop down? Rob touch this? No.
Don't buy it. And then for the brand, their brand section works similar to how eBay's does, where if you start typing it, right, you'll see a bunch of stuff come up. If it's something that's not here and you type it in yourself, it's now no longer searchable. Does that make sense? It's only searchable on a drop-down menu on the website if it's a brand that they have in their listing.
Got it.
So
do they have Hermenegildo Xenia on there?
What the fuck letter does that even start with?
It starts with a Q. It's
Air.
There you go. Look. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I just found a dope blazer.
I just found a dope blazer.
I went to the Savers.
The Savers.
So I pick up three jackets.
Somebody's cross-living our video. Did you see that? That Leon Dottie is cross-living your video.
Huh?
Mute this really.
He can't hear. He muted himself? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know what.
I'm muting myself so you can't hear my YouTube.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just showing up in their liked videos. Michelle. Yeah. I think if you go to the channel, it's under their liked videos. That's why it's showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not cross. I don't think you can. I don't think it's very easy to do that.
Dual broadcasting? Somebody else is broadcasting this?
But they're not. It's just under a liked video.
Okay. Somebody would want to dual broadcast this?
Who the fuck gives a shit? Green Thrifty Life. With vintage, I usually just put vintage unless it's a particular desirable brand. But usually I just select vintage from the drop-down. Corey, you can unmute yourself. There's no issue.
Okay, cool. So this is hilarious. So this is it's like $100 pair of pants. It's a Storm Fit pair of pants, right? Nike Storm Fit, really, really nice pants. It says, are there zippers at the bottom of the pants? You can obviously see that there are. I believe you were asking $20 a few minutes ago. I can offer that to you if you will accept that price.
Is this on Poshmark?
Yeah, when he started to lowball me, I raised the price.
Oh.
I did that too today. I swear to God. I had a guy busting my balls, so I raised the freaking price. Corey, I'm like you. I did the same shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm
gonna keep doing that.
You guys run you run sales, right, Caleb?
You should wait. Let me say this really quick. I have some amazing new with tags and new without tags Nike stuff that is on point. This stuff is made by athletes, or made for athletes. It's actually designed by athletes. Some of it's made in the United States. There are some really, really cool pieces, very unique pieces on Poshmark right now, and they're cheap as shit. They're worth way more than I'm asking. I just don't know how to use Poshmark yet. There's some like team sports stuff that was only made for the teams. It was issued to the teams. Like there's some Barcelona Football Club stuff that was made for FC Football Club Barcelona. Yeah, dude.
Just remember to not get bent out of shape when people lowball you. Like,
oh, I don't care. I'm just going to raise the price from now on. If it's a low price and you lowball me, I'm just raising the price.
That's totally fine. I'm just saying, like, for other people watching who are like, getting really upset when people lowball them. Like, it's not a big deal. Like,
you know me, I don't care. I like offers.
Counter it.
I like
fucking
offers.
delete it from the platform and burn it in a bonfire. Like, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I put auto decline anyway, so.
The fact that somebody made an offer means that there's an opportunity for a sale.
Exactly.
If there was no offer, there would be no opportunity for a sale. So.
Yes.
Yeah, but more often than not.
Do you see what I did there? So it happened. Like the dude just said, "Will you sell them to me for 20?" I didn't do anything. I declined his offer and raised the price of $40. And then he offered me 20.
Beautiful.
Let me see.
Oh, does Megan get butthurt if somebody makes a lowball offer, Dave? That sucks. It's nothing personal. Some people are just cheap.
I don't know how to respond to somebody's comments. Is it comments?
Yeah, and then you just go to your page where they made that comment, and you just hit reply, and it'll at them, just kind of like on Instagram. Yeah, Matt Thrift, I pretty much agree with what you said about vintage brands. I think that's the best way to go on Poshmark.
Is Death Piles in the chat or no?
Not that I saw.
What do you want to ask Death? What do you want to bother somebody about?
Oh, because I picked up I just sold it in 5 minutes and I'm pissed off. A Grateful Dead T-shirt.
Okay,
you know when
you're such a goofball. You know? How
Why?
will you be mad? If you didn't sell it, you'd be mad. But you're mad because
No. But you know what I mean when you think you're gonna get more money. No, I don't know what I
mean. No, I don't care about that. That shit
I
happens to me
love
once
when
a day.
shit sells so too fast.
Me too. I'm like, awesome. I made an awesome profit. If somebody else makes a profit on it.
I'm like, when I don't even get it into inventory yet and it's already sold, I'm like, yeah, like that makes my day. Like I don't even have to.
It's still in my blue bin. I'll go show.
Resident Poshmark apologist. I don't know what that means. The lowball mentality of Poshmark is hilarious. It's obviously a lot of young people. It's like,
so since we made our bet, I've listed 25 new items on Poshmark. How many have you listed?
0. I'm not doing that.
Corey's like, I'm competitive, and then I'm like, okay, well, how competitive are you?
Actually, I said I'm not competitive.
And I called you lying liar that lies. Nicole, how many have you cross-posted? I'm at 25 new.
I'm just not gonna win. Is that the one you sold, Rob?
Yeah, just sold it.
Back up so we can actually see it. Wow, that's awesome. Now get it out of the camera.
It's a liquid blue. This is a good tag. Anybody out there watching, this is a good tag. What the fuck?
Yeah, liquid blue is great. I've sold. It doesn't even have to be a Grateful Dead shirt, man. Some of the old liquid blue sells for like really good money, $40-$50 for a T-shirt. Did you see the High Times T-shirt? Did you see the High Times T-shirt?
Oh yeah. Whatever happened with that one?
Did you sell it?
I haven't sold it yet.
Did you list it?
I need somebody to actually put that shirt on. It needs to be on a human body.
Are you gonna have Kasia do modeling? She asked me about that a little bit when I talked to her about Poshmark.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope she'll want to.
Oh, you gonna do models?
So I mean, my main employee, like, she was very like, not my main employee, my main like fashion person now, I guess. She has to produce like 45 like listings per day, like drafts. These are just basic 6 pictures, category oriented, very rough drafts. Are you boozing?
What's up?
You hitting that cyanide?
It's still the same bottle from the other day. I'm not,
So
when I talk to you, I need to drink.
after those 45, it's like, hey, you want to do like creative shit? Like she can schedule me for like up to 2 hours a day. We can find somebody to take. She can have a Bluetooth. I told her like, if you want to do it yourself, like I'll get like a Bluetooth shutter for the camera, for the phone. I don't care. Like you do it how you want, make it look awesome, but this is the thing that has to be reached. Like this number. Like do the things that you think are awesome. If they don't work, we're gonna have to change them. But I'm willing to let you like have some creative like drive, but you need to hit these numbers. There's no I can't do it otherwise. I'll bankrupt the company if we're not very strongly like production oriented. The job was for photography, fashion and collectibles, production assistant. That is her job. So it wasn't for anything else. And none of that was part of the package, but I think I think it can help. And I think it's what she likes to do. So like John, like even though I've kind of built John's position as to like what he liked and what he was good at and what he could do more quickly, So I feel like I have this ability to kind of like tailor things to people's skills because I think that's what you really need to do to grow like a successful company where people are actually happy about what they do every day. So I mean, I complain a lot. I mean, to Kayla mostly.
I crossed a bear.
Just because she's the only one who really listens to me.
I listen to you, Corey. You never call me. If you call me, I would pick up.
You never call me.
I don't have anything to talk to you about, Rob. I don't care about your Grateful Dead t-shirt. I want you to be more successful.
You never call me, he says.
You never call me when you say you will.
You don't bring me flowers anymore.
Keep going.
No, please don't. I'm good.
Nicole said I complained to her all the time.
All the time.
If I had $1 for every time I heard you complain, Nicole, I could buy a sandwich.
You could at least buy a hot tub. Imagine if we charged by the hour like therapists do.
Oh, dude, we'd have my whole back.
Three of us would just be rolling in it.
I know, we'd have like an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
What, the complaint jar?
Oh my god! If we all had to tip $1 every time we complained about something.
I mean, we're very positive about our complaining, though. I think we're all solution minded.
We're usually looking for solutions, except for last night. Me and Nicole are like, "What can we do to help?" And you're like, "I'm just angry." Just let me vent.
My man.
Oh no.
Dr.
Oh no. His ears must have been burning.
I know.
Did you hear Rob asking for you?
Rob was begging the internet for your presence.
It's really awesome.
Did you saw the shirt?
Yeah, man.
Because he'll show you again if you haven't seen it.
I know.
That's cool. How much did that sell for?
$90 plus ship.
Wow.
That's good.
And it sold super quick.
You sold the other ones you sold?
Nah, I still haven't listed those yet.
Oh, you didn't listen? All right, it's okay. I can't bust
We'll
balls
just call
about
you
listing.
Rob from now on.
I mean, but look. Let's say hi to Kevin. I also like Kevin, so like, I don't harass him as much. You see how behind him there's a little bit of organization. You can tell he actually does something and stays organized. Like look behind Rob. It's like this weird ceiling. There's like
Yeah, because I got all my shit in the other room.
under the bridge.
Did we notice how we're not in
59th
the
Street Bridge.
beanie? There's no beanie and there's no sweater and there's no hoodie going on right now.
Oh, no, I got a Hawaiian shirt on.
It must be very warm.
I know Kevin went tropical on us. Who's the menu? Is that like an RJ or whatever? RJC?
This is like a handmade shirt. It's like there's no brand.
Oh, so what you're saying is like all of these hands, they came together and they created a plan to make a shirt.
This is like a mom made a shirt, or is like just
Yeah.
someone made their own shirt. Yeah,
Yeah.
How stiff is that shirt?
it's not stiff. It's
It's not stiff?
nah.
This is going somewhere I
I was
don't
about to
like.
say it's stiffer than
I'm uncomfortable. I need an adult.
It's stiffer than the last time Rob looked at Poshmark.
Thanks, Kev. You gotta help. You gotta back me up because 2-on-1. Now I got a little backup over here.
So Rob, you're getting yourself like a storage unit or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna ask Corey if he watched my video, but I know he's too busy.
Hell, I didn't watch your video. I heard something about you trying to rent a moldy basement or something, and I would say just put that shit in a storage locker instead.
No, let me. Well, I want to be. I want to be able to take pictures in there and everything. I got to set up a light setup and everything. So
you're
now
going
we
to
ask you
a
100 questions.
Dank basement instead.
Are you actually gonna do it and not like give up and like just?
When did I give up?
I don't know. I'm just asking you. I'm challenging you to like, if you're gonna do it, be focused on doing it and
I am
not
focused,
be like,
Daniel,
oh, it might have gone.
Is it like close
When
to
do I
your
do
house
that?
or something, or can you like walk to it, or why are you?
It's a little bit. It's a short drive.
Why did you
short
pick?
drive.
Why did you pick the space?
Okay, number one, it's a short drive.
Okay.
Number two, it has. You could see. You watched the video, Kev.
Yeah.
It has the racks already like bolted to the walls because it used to, I said a while ago, it used to be a clothing store. It used to be a wedding store, so they had wedding gowns in it.
It's underground.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And it's got racking. Is the racking like usable or is it like dirty?
No, they're just racks on the wall bolted to the thing. You just slide it on.
For displaying retail stuff.
No, it was for storage. It wasn't
like
a retail
storage room. So.
Okay, cool. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not bad. $350 a month.
I heard that there could be some kind of moisture issue.
Yes. Well, you know what it is?
I think that you have to avoid that though.
With clothing, that's
the worst thing you could have. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's got clothes down there now, and I mean, you know what it is I'm being very overcautious, but I want to get the dehumidifiers in. I mean, it's a basement,
dude.
You know what?
I mean, I've had shit in my basement for 2 years. I didn't need a dehumidifier. I started my eBay business in my basement, in my actual underground basement.
I know, with the pipes and everything.
The bunker.
Yes.
You got like 1,500 pipes going to every freaking house on the block.
That's how I pipe around my cannabis oil.
I do kind of miss the dungeon background. That was
there is a lack of dungeon vibe now.
I feel so pro.
Dungeon of Doom.
Dungeon of Doom.
So,
hey, a lot of magic happened in that.
Ooh.
But now it might make you cry. There's nothing down there.
So now I got to bring everything into the. Well, first of all, the woman has to clean. Gesundheit.
I'm gonna sneeze again. Hold on.
God bless.
I got really bad allergies, kids. Oh.
Stay in school.
So the humidity is a problem.
It's not really. Honestly, she doesn't have a dehumidifier down there, but especially now in the summer, it's a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know, like you have to drain a dehumidifier every day, right?
It's work.
Yeah, but they cut off automatically. It's not going to be flood. No, it's not going to be a Floodsville down there.
No, it'll shut off when the thing is full, but you have to empty it to keep the dehumidification going. And unless it's sealed to the outside, you'll never be able to fight it.
Yeah, I'll put. It doesn't matter. I'll put a couple of them down. It doesn't make a difference. I got to get the shit out of my house, man, because it's slowing me down with too much shit here.
Absolutely, dude. Bonafide hustler guy, like he I like that guy. I don't know him, but I don't know. I don't watch anybody. I don't even watch his videos, but I think he was like an early YouTube guy and a mentorship kind of guy, and I kind of like the guy. But he said like clutter is a killer, and he's really right. And so what he did, which was really cool, is he had all of his eBay inventory in his office, right? And he put a sheet over it, so he just couldn't see it. He would box everything, put it behind the sheet. He couldn't see it. It didn't. There was no clutter. It didn't stop him. Like there was nothing in his way. He had like 2 rules: if it doesn't get listed within 48 hours or something, it leaves. Like it's not important enough if it doesn't get listed very quickly. eBay is a platform where you need to list things quickly, sell things quickly, and move on. It is a fast market platform. I think it is.
No.
Really?
Death piles.
Says the death piles.
No, but I'm saying that there's some things that just take time to sell. It's not. Everything's not a fast-moving item.
I'm saying you should choose things that are fast-moving.
But that's not everybody's. I don't. I mean, I get the vibe, but I don't 100%.
It's a vast platform, but that's what I use it for. And I think that that's a big part of what eBay is. But hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
What are you talking about?
Your head
eBay.
that's full of turnips.
What about eBay?
Your head is full of turnips.
Rob got a storage space, but it's a tad
Rob
moist.
started to cure meats in a basement.
Hanging meat in the basement?
He's curing meats in his basement for sale on eBay.
It's a tad moist in his basement. He,
Well, you can sell beehives on eBay. I saw this.
oh, we did find wasp nests.
Will you be amused, Nicole, please? Will you just be amused?
You probably not. If someone has something funny to say, maybe.
Look how bad my allergies are. Look at that.
You're crying. I know mine are really bothering me today.
Yeah. My
the weather
eyes,
or the allergies have been bad lately.
it feels like somebody grabbed sand and threw it in my face, and then I picked it all out, and then they just did it again.
Do you guys have the cottonwood? Is that what's bothering you there? Because here the cottonwood is
Grass for me, I think.
like, oh
I'm
my
like
god,
serious.
the cottonwood is like covered. It looks like snow outside.
Oh, dude, we were talking about Rob, you know about boots and stuff, right?
I was saying that. Annie, I never seen Annie the boots before though.
Today I found some Piraraku boots. Do you know what Kevin? Do you know what Piraraku is?
Nah, I haven't.
Oh, I seen it listed. I've heard. I don't know what it is, but I saw it on the thing.
Kevin, look it up really quick. Look up Piraraku leather. Pirara.
Oh, this is the one we talked about.
It's weird because I found a pair at Red, White, and Blue today. And
Really?
Yeah.
Just after we had that discussion.
Yes.
They're awesome.
That's creepy.
I found it's white Piraraku with like a pink embroidery on it. They're really crazy. And the edges of the fish scales, so it's a leather made out of a fish called the arapaima, right? And apparently this fish it's hard to find now. I don't know if it's endangered, but maybe you can't export it from where it lives or whatever. I didn't read that it was like endangered specifically, but they make boots out of the leather of this fish. And it does look like armadillo leather, but you can tell the difference. The armadillo leather doesn't have flaps. You know, you can tell that these were like some kind of prehistoric fish scales. It's crazy. And it creates this kind of ruffly pattern. It's like this ruffled leather. And I just went with
really unique.
I took some Doc Martens Wonder Balsam and I rubbed it in there to them because they were just like a little bit dry at the end. So I rubbed that in there and let them sit overnight. And tomorrow I think they'll absorb that. It's like an oil and like a wax, and it actually works some of those things out pretty good. So they do look really good, and they're really weird. Like the pink and white, they're pink and white fish leather boots.
Those are cool. Yeah, there's like I saw a picture of a a jacket made out of that stuff, and you looks like a superhero jacket or something like that, you know.
Hiraraku, yeah, dude. Oh, it's so weird. So these are $557. Holy shit!
Ooh, that's a lot of scaro.
That's a lot of scaro.
That's 10% of your goal to win this contest.
Yeah, if you list it on Poshmark.
No one's gonna buy fish leather boots.
Oh, don't you even say what people will or won't buy. You know what I hear that bothers me the most about Poshmark?
$10 underpants or something.
I hear the people on that do a lot of Poshmark say, "Oh, don't list this brand because it's not, you know, people aren't looking for that," or "Don't list this because people don't buy that on Poshmark." I have sold the weirdest shit on Poshmark. So
yeah,
screw all the people who tell you that your closet needs to look a certain way to make money. Like,
I agree with you there.
What about men's?
A lot of people are shopping on Poshmark.
There's not enough men's listed on Poshmark. I feel like there needs to be more.
Dude, these boots are crazy.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it, Kayla.
You can't even list on eBay.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Wait, are you in on this contest?
Oh,
I don't even know. They don't. I'm on the pay no mind list over here. All right.
Look at this is a contest. You can join. The contest is the first person to get $5,000 in sales starting today, right? So whatever your total is, $5,000. Today's day one. They win the contest.
Okay, but I don't have an account.
So,
okay.
So I gotta get an account?
Yeah.
Okay.
The winner gets to pick anything they want from your store.
Wow. And bragging rights too.
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna win, so don't worry. But I would like to buy something from your store, so go ahead and start.
Not if I run you over with a truck.
That might be the only way you win.
Then you would get a movie made up about you called what, like I Mushroom?
Like Nancy Kerrigan for eBay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people might deem him a god. If he did that, he might reach god status.
Yes, I always wanted to do that. Not run you over with a car.
Hi, Jessica. That's going to be the name of the movie.
It's a long con. Corey is actually Jessica.
I'm not even surprised. One time he was sitting with me, we were like having a margarita, and he looked at me and he was like, "You wouldn't know if I didn't." He said something like very dead serious, like dead in the eye, like, "And if I was the person, you wouldn't know." And I was like, "You probably fucking are."
It's the longest of long cons.
Margaritas.
When it was really hot out and we're both dying in the like direct heat. That was the worst food experience with you. So there was no shade, and then the place's AC wasn't working. It was so hot, and then there was that dog that we kept trying to get in my lap the whole time.
This is a very weird story.
I don't know what's going on.
You don't remember that time we went to go get food and it was hot?
It was the moon. So the spaceship came down, and then we got on the
You
spaceship.
remember that? No, it was super hot and there was no
went,
shade.
It went into orbit. Yeah, I do remember. What was wrong with that food experience, by the way? The dog didn't try to get in your lap.
The dog was trying to do something and it was hot.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like position myself to get in the shade of this tiny little telephone pole. Very depressing.
That is a true story. There was a lot of embellishment there.
No. I don't believe it.
I actually had a beer, not a margarita.
Well, I was so hot that I don't remember what I had because all I can remember is how hot it was.
It was really hot and the air conditioner was broken.
I'm not embellishing anything. It was hot. The AC was broken. Anyway.
I scared you into thinking something obvious.
I think he's laughing too much. I think he's giving himself away right now.
I've been watching this show on Netflix called Imposters, and like
yes, I've watched that, I think.
So maybe you're an imposter.
Pasta?
I'm an imposter?
Doesn't matter, I'm still gonna win the contest, so
you recruited me, man. How am I? You're the imposter.
Well, if you would have watched the show The Imposters, you would know that like that's how they make you feel. Like you're the one who did it, but you're not.
There's a lot of gaslighting involved.
What is the show called?
Oh my god. He's lost it. He's done. He's done.
You're cut off, Corey.
My allergies. I'm not even
No
intoxicated.
more cocktails for you.
No, I haven't had anything to drink. Look, I'm having a LaCroix.
Oh, you don't have that wine?
Yeah, but what were you gonna do? What were you gonna do before the video started?
I was joking.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oh gosh. Anyway,
Sure.
there's only one way I win this contest. It's the only way that I win this contest is I buy some expensive ass shit that sells for expensive ass money. And you guys already have that shit. So I have absolutely no chance against you.
That's not like I don't.
But I don't care about that. I'm just gonna see how fast it takes me to reach 5,000. And I was pushing hard before that, kind of. But it's only been one day, right? So
I mean,
I had already
worst case
started my
scenario,
push.
you still make money and you still like launch your.
I still have to
Poshmark
give
store,
Nicole
so-
something out of my cool Nike stuff. God.
I don't think that that's true. That you don't have like I actually don't have a lot of high end stuff, and I just sold a ton of that Sorel stuff that we picked up. We have the same exact stuff. You need to list all that.
Yeah, that'll be cross posting tomorrow. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not on my computer.
But I'm just saying, like, you definitely can actually probably win if you tried.
Thanks, you're so nice.
It's not as fun if you're not being competitive.
Yeah, you need to actually try.
Ooh. Like I'm not gonna try to win. Like have
Better.
you met me?
I'm determined. I don't want anybody taking
It
my
doesn't
shit
matter
from my
whether I even
store.
have a chance to win. Like I'm going to try.
Good.
Like, how do we? When's our check-in? Do we have daily check-ins? Because that's how I know how to like ramp up and punch somebody in the face.
I mean,
Oh, you
Did you start that Asana chat, Corey?
I did not yet.
Okay, that could be
But-
part of it.
Well,
No,
yeah,
that can't be part of it.
it's
Okay, then make a separate one.
That's a whole nother project. But no, we can just use our regular chat and post a screenshot.
Yeah, we
I'm fine
can
with
do
that.
check-in.
I'm also going to doctor my screenshots though.
I'm going to need your phone to log into your account every day.
We're going to be checking. I'm just going to ask Asia. I'll just go to her directly. She won't lie to me. I think she probably likes me more than she likes you.
Nobody likes me. That's
Corey, I love you.
I randomly like you. I don't know why.
Depends on the day.
that was like very villainous.
It depends on the time of day.
She's like paying attention to three things at once right now. She's like watching Netflix in one corner, listing crap on Poshmark in the other corner, and I'm just sitting here like,
Look,
wow.
here's the thing is I'm going to win because I don't have anything else to do right now except beat you.
No, but see, you're just gonna start throwing schmatter at the wall. I'm actually gonna sit here and think for a second. What's the best strategy?
Yeah, good luck with that.
So you said they already have a Poshmark festival?
Dude, I'll beat you
They've
guys
had
in
it.
half a second. I'll beat you guys in half a minute. You didn't. There's no
What?
rules. Like what?
What?
I mean, there's not very many rules.
What rules do you
So-
need?
I don't need any rules.
The rule
Okay.
is to run faster than you. So you can't. My rule is I have to outrun you before you think about it and you beat me. So I have to win within like a couple days, or you will have this giant plan built up and you will win. Do you see what I'm saying here? Basically, I have to be fast.
Why do you think I've listed like 40 things since we made this?
Corey, I know if you put thought into this, you will win. So that's why I had to go faster than you.
Yeah. So I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
You know what I like about Poshmark? There's no pennies.
You know what I don't like about Poshmark?
What?
There's no pennies.
You
Look at my eBay store. Everything's like $34.99.
I do
No,
95.
I like that everything is. I like everything is a round number.
I mean, 99 is like that whole. There's that whole science behind it all, but like, still, it's cool. I
There's
like
that whole
it.
science thing or whatever.
But since it's not an option, I feel like it doesn't really come into play on Poshmark because nobody has anything listed at 99. So I don't think anybody's expecting it.
It's just not part of the way that it works.
So Nicole, you stopped selling men's clothing. When you starting to sell men's a little bit, and then I see you're not really doing men's no more.
I have some men's stuff.
Okay, I saw some holes. You're not messing with the men's.
No, I'm just trying to do a lot of shoes right now, to be honest. I'm trying to get my average sell price up.
Mm-hmm.
It's working though. So like this weekend, yesterday was it? I sold like my average sell price was like $60 between eBay and Poshmark yesterday, which was awesome.
Good. Well, when you want to go over to that suit rack over there, the men's suits, just let me know.
I'll give you a call.
I'll help you out.
You just sold something, you said? Is that what you said? I just asked someone just asked me if I wanted to trade a $25 bathing suit.
No.
They do trades on there?
Fun. I had a really stressful day today.
You can do trades.
I was seriously about to fire everyone. I just wanted to fire everyone and then burn the building down. That's how I felt today. I'm not kidding. I mean, I didn't conspire past the point of impulse, but man, it's definitely horrifying.
Destroy family. I'm not currently listing on eBay, so I can't answer that question for you, but I will go over there.
I don't have any.
I'll do a little test for you and see if it's just me or just you or if it's me too.
I'm gonna do some eBay listing here.
Fire! Fire!
We're having a Poshmark competition.
And he's like, I think I'll do eBay.
Oh, we got a competition tonight? That means we're doing Poshmark. So Kayla, who's gonna show up to this Poshmark fest? That lady with the 2 Gap t-shirts?
Thousands of people. It's like a big deal. Like lots and lots of people.
What did I miss? What is this Gap t-shirt situation?
I was just making a comment how like there's a lot of people on Poshmark who like just sell shit out of their closet and they sell it for $5, $6, $7 because they're just trying to make enough money to buy themselves another t-shirt. Like they're not doing this as a business. They're just buying and selling.
And they keep the money in their wallet. That's this is what I love about Poshmark as far as a seller is people just get money and they don't really they spend it like it's not real money, right? So they'll sell something in their store and then the money just sits in the wallet until they redeem it. So when they're buying stuff, they don't feel like they're buying something like with their money out of their bank. So like there's this whole mentality behind it.
Totally.
It's like getting a gift card for Christmas and it's like, it's not real money. Someone give me a gift card.
Right, so I'll spend more on this item because I have the money in my wallet. Like it's not, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
it's so.
I got a gift card. I'm gonna have the porterhouse steak.
I take my money out immediately.
Sorry,
I'm not taking my money out until I hit $5,000.
No,
Kevin,
I don't like keeping my money there because it's not a bank. I don't want them to have my money.
Nope. Shouldn't.
I don't sell too much clothing, so.
Yeah, and it's pretty clothing heavy. Clothing, accessories.
Yeah.
Kevin, you sell clothes.
I know not a ton of it though, but I guess I could list all my clothing on there.
You could put rock concert t-shirts on there?
Yeah.
You can put any clothing that you want on there.
I got 3 cool sweaters this weekend. I was pretty stoked about.
Yeah, show it off, bro. What are you waiting for?
Remember last week where I found a sweater?
Under the table?
I found another one.
Under the bridge? Under the 59th Street Bridge?
I found another of those the dude shirts.
Oh shit! Look at you. You're like a magnet.
I know.
No way.
Dude, magnet.
Another Pendleton? Another
Yeah,
Pendleton?
another Pendleton.
That's a modern one, though.
Maybe, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I see the tag, please? Yeah, that's modern.
Modern, yeah. But you know, still pretty cool.
Very, very.
How
cool.
much?
It's worth.
So I got three sweaters for $5.
Yeah, that's $120 resale probably right there.
3 of those sweaters?
No, I got 2 other ones, and these are I was more excited about because like I've never found this brand before. Like last week, I was excited about this one, but then I found I can't believe I found these. I don't know. Maybe they're not super cool, but
Those are cool.
like
Oh, that's dope. That is dope.
some actual like Coogee Australia
Yeah, dude.
extra large, but these things are like super heavy.
Yeah, they're super heavy. Dude, I want that.
That's
What
Coogee?
size
It
is-
doesn't even look like Coogee.
It doesn't look like Coogee at all.
It's not the mercerized one, but it's
Go close. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom in.
It's probably fake.
Nah, it looks.
I
That
don't
looks.
it's some quality.
Dude, that looks amazing. Can I buy that from you?
Possibly.
What do you want for it?
I got one other one. This one's the black and white one.
I don't want the black and white one. I want the other one.
It's still pretty cool though. These are huge
know.
sweaters. They're like extra large, tall.
Yeah,
He wants
dude.
to make a sale. He's trying to buy from you, Kevin.
I'll put it on
He just doesn't. He won't even He doesn't even think I'm serious. But like, I buy stuff from people on here all the time.
I know you bought a shirt for me.
What do you
Corey,
want? What?
go ahead and look at my Poshmark closet. I have a lot of stuff for sale.
Get her up to that 5,000. Or
I will not be buying from any of you on Poshmark.
I just sold.
Oh, you
something
got
on
cowboy
Poshmark.
boots too?
Boots.
I will
Kevin,
still
you got
share
cowboy
your
boots in my
closet.
Poshmark closet.
sell some cowboy boots.
I will still share your closets though. Because I may be in a competition with you, but you are my friends.
I don't have friends. I only have associates.
Then I won't share your Poshmark closet.
Damn it!
Years ago, you called us friends.
You're on the blacklist.
I was drunk when I called you my friend. I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true.
On the
You
shit
did
list.
say that you loved me once too, so that was probably drunk.
That was definitely true.
Corey, you've never said that to me.
I love you.
Thanks, Corey.
You're welcome.
Oh
She
yeah,
didn't say,
hi.
she didn't say she loved you back though.
I
That's-
know. Well, she does.
Oh, I love you too. All the time.
Ew.
I don't love anyone. I just like some people mildly.
Gotta take up the Corey mantle.
What are you trying to say, Kevin
Somebody has
Flory? Kevin Flory.
Not much.
Whenever I see you, Kevin, it makes me happy. I'm always glad you're contributing to the conversation.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I like being. I like
I mostly don't give you a hard time because you usually say things that are interesting. Rob just kind of rambles on.
This guy
Oh god.
busting my balls.
The whole time.
It's like just a terribly adorable dysfunctional family.
I know. I don't really want to do any work right now, honestly. It's hard for me to even list this stuff on eBay right now because I'm just like, I don't even want to do this.
What time is
I'm
it?
cross-posting. It's brainless.
I don't want to do anything like that though. I need to use my brain or I have to sleep.
What are you doing tomorrow, Corey?
None of your business.
This is fun.
Oh my god, you have no sense of humor. Why are you so crabby?
I'm
She's
actually
pretending
bossy.
she's you from yesterday.
You are very bossy, but I think it's funny. Come stand over here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can you not talk to him? That is the funniest thing.
Whoa!
I think Corey is sleep deprived.
No, this was funny.
Look, I don't care anymore, so let's tell this story. So me and Corey were shopping, and I was filming for a vlog, and there were like these pair of springy shoes, and there was this little girl, and she wouldn't stop talking to us. And I started filming, and I realized, oh, I can't film this random kid. And so, but she wouldn't stop talking to Corey. And so I was like, hey, can you just not talk to us for a second? But when I said that, Corey like died inside and was like, oh my God, you just said that to a child. And I was like, what? Like, I'm trying to do this.
You just
Part of my job, like,
Exposed.
you to stop talking to us. But the thing is, she didn't. She didn't listen.
No, she didn't. That's what made it so much funnier.
She just kept on.
So I just lost my mind. I was laughing so hard.
I think I saw this.
I couldn't even leave. I don't think I could check out. I had to like walk outside.
Because I feel like there was a little bit more. The interaction itself was just like so. I was so casual about it, and then she didn't listen to me at all. And like,
You were snotty though.
I totally would have found the mom and been like, your kid is over there talking to that
Also,
adult.
they were like these death
Yeah.
trap
That would've been
toys.
funny. Your daughter is talking to a stranger. You might want to call the security.
You might want to go over there.
She was like 5. Like, where are your parents? And like, why are they letting you run loose at a Goodwill?
Also, especially this Goodwill, where when I was walking in that day, somebody was getting arrested in front of it.
Ooh.
Remember?
Oh, I don't remember, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah, no, I was walking in and someone was literally getting arrested, and I was like, "Oh, Corey, someone's getting arrested out front." And you're like, "Yeah, that happens at this Goodwill."
A regular
I don't know.
Goodwill or a Bins?
A
Both.
regular one, but it's like the big city one. Like one time I was walking into the big city one in Seattle with Kayla, and there was a bum fight outside.
Nothing will
Oh,
ever
shocking.
beat that.
Dude.
But it wasn't like a typical fight. Like one guy was just sitting there and another guy comes like straight out of nowhere and just cold clocks the guy right in the face. And this is literally, I don't know, 3.5 feet away from us. I was like, oh God, we're gonna die.
Well, he's trying to
and
take
it
his
was, like,
territory
Black
for
Friday,
change.
so we were in a hurry, and this bum fight was in the way.
We were just like, could you not kill each other in front of us? We need to get inside.
Oh, could you stop fighting him so we could get inside and find?
If he had,
We're looking.
Wasn't there someone on YouTube who got in
We're
trouble for that?
seeking the cheddar, and you.
we're trying to go buy some couture gowns. Could you
Excuse
stop
me,
fighting?
excuse me, miscreants. Could you bring your broken bottles out into the field, please?
I think they were fighting over a bicycle.
They were. Were they drunk? I mean, was it a day ending in Y? Yes, they were. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and they were absolutely drunk.
So basically, two drunk hobos were fighting over a bicycle.
In front of Goodwill at
Nice.
7 in the morning on
Sweet.
Black Friday.
Wasn't there a website or a YouTube page where somebody used to pay bums, like give each one $20, have them fight, and they'd record it?
That's like the most
So
not
fucked up.
ethical.
It's super fucked up. And I
Yeah.
don't condone that even in the slightest.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even condone that I said the word bum. I feel pretty bad about it, but like,
Look, if they're drinking at 7 a.m. and they're hammered, they're fighting.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
who
those are
else?
bums.
I mean, I'm kind of at a loss for words for the situation, but it was pretty bad. And we didn't think it was funny at the time. Believe me.
I wouldn't have.
Scary.
You
We
recollect.
were thankful that Joe was like right behind us because it was like
I'm laughing at how funny both of you are.
it was a little touch and go.
it was a little touch and go.
I'm
First.
just saying I thought we were gonna die. That's all.
It was so
Yeah, scary. Now, do you get extra scary people at your bins too?
I don't go to the bins because I think every bins is full of extra scary people. I fucking hate the bins.
Yeah, my bins, it can get a little rough.
Can you list jewelry on?
Yes.
Oh, I'm about to blast you guys. I'm about to sell. Let's see if I can sell like a $4,000 ring for $1,000 on Poshmark.
More power to you. I hope you do. If
Doing
you
it right
win,
now.
I will be so proud of you. I won't even be mad.
I will.
Nicole wins, I'll be a little mad, but
Well, then you want me to win because you don't want Nicole to win, right? I'm the
I
favorite.
want to win.
No, but if you didn't win, you'd rather me win than her win, right?
No comment. There is no option but me winning. That's all I want, to be honest with you.
Did you hear that, Nicole?
She knows where my loyalties lie. She knows. This bitch.
Every man for himself, every
She
woman
knows
for
what
himself.
Exactly.
Fucking ride or
Well,
die bitch
you
over here.
guys-
She knows.
You guys have things to get distracted by. I only have listening to Poshmark.
What do I have to be distracted by?
I don't know. The internet?
I mean,
What, do you not have the internet?
like, I live in a constant
Someone
state
take
of-
your internet away?
I know.
Yeah, don't you have to make videos for YouTube?
No, I'm not making videos for YouTube or going on Instagram really. So like
Summer hiatus.
What? Why not?
I'm replacing one addiction with the other.
What's the other addiction for the other?
I'm replacing my internet addiction with Poshmark.
Oh, you're doing that consciously? You're
As long as I
retraining.
know that I'm doing it, it makes it okay, right?
So
I
you
was
have
gonna
an
say
addiction to
crack,
Poshmark?
but
As long as you know that you're doing it, it makes it okay. I don't know if that's true. I'm murdering everyone.
Leah says she wants Krillin to win. Good
Krillin,
luck.
I want you to win too, actually. If you
Yeah,
win,
but I don't
I'll
have
give
an
you
account.
$100.
Just set one up right
Do
now.
you not know how the
I-
internet works? Just
I know.
fucking make
No,
one.
he
I'm gonna have
doesn't.
to call
He
you
just
later
said-
to have you help me set it up.
Oh,
You
Jesus
guys, he
Christ.
just said a second ago, hold on, let me zoom in on this image when we were talking so you could see. So I'm
How
pretty
did you make an eBay account? Is my question.
Like, how do you
That-
how do you like have coffee in the morning?
Cup of coffee.
He goes to Dunkin' Donuts.
He goes to the diner.
Yeah, diner. The diner.
You want to see the cool thing that I sold today? The coolest thing I
Dinosaur.
sold today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
1977 Magic
that's-
Kingdom Weeble set
Wow.
sold
that's
for
pretty cool.
$100 shipped on Instagram.
Booyah.
Nice. On Instagram?
And it sold like instantly. I didn't even post it for sale. It was in a screenshot that I posted of something else. And someone said, "What is that? Is it complete? I want it." And she bought it.
Let me ask
like
you a
that.
question.
I
Oh,
love
please do. Please.
Now, that person was just one of your followers, or you put
Yes.
the hashtag
I don't
and then
use
somebody.
hashtags. I don't use
Oh, you
hashtags.
don't.
No. I have 25,000 followers. I don't use hashtags.
What kind of
Okay.
security do you have, like selling?
I sell through PayPal. I sent a PayPal invoice.
And so you get like the same stuff with like tracking and
Yeah. Yep. So I'll ship it via USPS, and if there was an issue with it, she could file a claim on PayPal, and I would be covered because I sent her an invoice. I didn't do it friends and family. Like,
Yeah, no.
there's a paper trail, proving that she bought it, and I sent her photos of everything, showing that it's complete. It'll have insurance on it. So, I mean, we're both pretty much covered just as much as we would be on, say, eBay. She just can't return it.
Now, how are you gonna send that? What,
In a box.
parcel?
No, priority still probably cheaper.
Oh, really? It's
I
not that.
calculated
Yeah,
it, and it's about $20 to the East Coast. She's somewhere on the East Coast.
really?
it's
So
like
that box
5
is really not that big then.
It's probably like 15 inches, 15 by 12 by 12 or so.
I'm about to start auctions for everything with the word red in my inventory.
at
Are you
99
sure you're
cents.
not high?
I'm
Huh?
not sure that he's not.
He's the mighty mushroom.
There's some weird stuff. That's
Do
why
any
I
of you guys ever use Smart Post?
Yeah,
No,
don't do it.
it
It's dumb.
sucks.
don't use it.
If something
No shit.
breaks via Smart Post will basically
It's
tell
just-
you, too
It's
bad,
just
so sad.
It's
Yeah.
really slow, especially if you have to go anywhere besides like 2 zones away from you. It takes
And
forever.
at that point, priority's cheaper.
Your
It's-
customers
well-
are going to be sad if you use it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I sent out that stereo that the mega disc, that big mama. And
The mega disc, the Big Mama.
yeah, you know the mega disc. Corey, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I do.
Dude, I feel like I'm talking to like some kind of like creature like that has like a diamond in its head, like this vibrating sound out, and I'm trying to like decipher what you're saying. No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sony mega disc, 300 discs.
What about
You know what I'm
it?
talking about?
Yeah, those suck. I hate those. I wish they would all burn up in fires.
Anyway,
Do they sell for good money?
No, they
Yeah,
don't. And they take forever to sell. God, they take forever. I've got two
I
of
sold
them.
mine in like two. I paid like nothing for it.
Yeah, me too.
I
hate
I
those.
sold it for $60 plus shipping,
Yeah, it's not
and the
worth
shipping was like $50.
it. It takes an hour to ship.
Well, I had that original box with the styrofoam in it.
Yeah.
So, make a long story short,
No such thing.
the shipping was $50, and I was like, mean you, $50 for shipping. So then I looked
Did you
on
not
the other one.
calculate it beforehand?
I did, but it was, but still, I didn't realize it was still so much. $50, because remember you're paying the fees on the $50. I was
But
like,
the
man, that's a
customer,
lot.
did the customer pay for it?
Yeah, they paid, of course.
So you chose a slower shipping method, even though the customer paid the full price for regular shipping.
Yeah, but it says 2 to 7 days on Smart Post. The other one says
It
2
doesn't
to 9
matter.
days.
You're going to get dinged on shipping for that.
I'm sorry.
You're going to get dinged on shipping for that.
All right, we'll see. But
I'm
also,
telling you,
I have 2-day handling, and I sent it out the next day. So instead of 2 days, so
But sometimes that Smart Post shit takes like 15 days.
really,
You're not kidding.
I've had it take more than 2 weeks.
vey.
Yeah.
You should never do that.
Dude,
Just,
FedEx.
not to mention, that's a really bad customer service, dude. Like, that's really shitty customer service on your part.
What do you mean?
A customer paid you the cost that you were asking for the shipping to arrive via priority, and then
No, I didn't do priority. I said regular.
Okay. Okay, that's different.
I would never do that. I would never put priority and then send it.
Okay, I misheard you. I apologize. I thought you were
don't
saying
also
that
select.
Don't insult Rob like that.
Yeah,
No, I
whatever.
understand. No, I would never put priority.
It's still probably going to be slower, but it's not as
But I
bad.
I have 2-day handling.
You guys want to see some of my eBay drafts that are about to get listed?
I mean, no, but
I'll poop on you. Check this out. It's the Mystifying Oracle. This one's from 1972.
if you ever find one that has a wooden planchette, which is that little plastic part, I sold one just by itself without the board for $100.
Oh yeah, this one's a really cool planchette.
I know a lot about Ouija boards. I've sold a lot of them, and I've studied them to find ones that are worth money.
Really?
So
yeah, I know this one sells for like $30, right?
Yeah, the 70s ones do well, but if you can ever find ones from like the 40s and 50s, those things are worth so much money.
Ooh, look, this.
But that's not. Is that Parker Brothers or no?
Yeah, Milton.
It
Bradley.
was someone before that.
Yeah.
I forget the name off the top of my head.
Ouija. Check out this Monopoly, 2001 Monopoly. These pictures are terrible.
I always get the people on Instagram when I post about Ouija boards that I find that are like, I could never bring that in my house. I'm like, good, fucking send it to me. I'll take all your bad spirits. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I agree with
Give
that.
me all your fucking bad luck and your bad juju and your voodoo dolls.
And I'll keep working, and
I'll keep taking the money.
yeah.
Listen, if I had
I don't believe in any of that bullshit.
Without
either.
bad luck, I have no luck at all.
I believe in money.
I don't
money
believe
talks.
in money.
Ouija boards walk.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that stupid bullshit.
No voodoo? They have that down there. You saw any voodoo down there when you were in Louisiana?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a real.
Hail Satan, Destroy Family says. I agree. Where'd Nicole go? Why'd she disappear on us?
I'm not into Satan or God or anything else.
She had to go to the toilet.
No, I don't believe in Satan, but I like saying Hail Satan because it makes people uncomfortable.
Satan.
Satan. Yeah.
Ooh, I just sold a shirt.
Ooh, I did $700 today.
Wow.
I know.
Booyah.
Busting the butt on.
All those vintage baby dresses.
Oh yeah. That was a solid one, huh?
I auctioned all of those vintage baby dresses off. I paid about $5 each, and they sold for about $50 each.
Booyah.
Oh, yeah.
Pound smoothies taste better.
I like it when they scream.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a real smoothie until you've tortured it until it screams.
Vegans don't think about the pain your vegetables are going through right now.
This Simpsons game is shitty. Some of these monopolies used to be really good. They really suck.
Back in my day.
Nah. I used to be able to get like $40 for this game.
Oh, she left.
Irish exit. Irish exit.
She got upset because I was talking about her smoothie.
What's an Irish exit? Isn't that kind of
Irish exit is when you leave the bar, you don't even say goodbye, you just walk out.
well, I'm part Irish. Were you calling me unreasonable? I scoff at your insult.
It's not an insult.
What is it?
What, an Irish exit? You leave because what happens is when you're drinking in an Irish bar, they never let you leave. Because whenever you say, "Hey guys, all right, I'm leaving." Hey Corey, whoa, where are you going? We gotta have one more drink for the road. One more. Okay, and then you say, "Fine, I'll have another drink." And then, but this is my last one. I gotta go. Oh shit! Corey, come on, man. Just let's do a shot. Come on, let's do a Jameson's. Let's do a little Irish mist.
Jameson.
What?
Let's do a Jameson, is what you just said.
Yeah, let's do some Jameson.
It won't let me mute him
Shot.
right now. I'm sorry.
Jameson.
It won't let me mute.
Is that Joe?
Yeah, I think that's Joe.
I don't want anyone to see.
Hi, Joe.
Who's that?
Show them your drug of choice.
Show us your smoothie, Joe.
No, Joe has his drug in his pocket. He just whipped this out.
It looks very sketchy, but it's not. It's just creatine. Don't worry.
Sure. Exposed. I can't wait for the video to be made on that one.
Oh, someone's gonna screen grab that so hard.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Well, that's a dumb thing. Why'd you do that?
If you have creatine in your pocket, it's hilarious.
Some lifting, bro.
Yeah,
So he can snort it
gotta get those gains like Maguire.
Oh my god.
Creatine.
Did you see? There's a picture on Rob. You have to get Instagram so you can see this picture. It's a pharmacy in Mexico, and it says antibiotics, painkillers, anabolic steroids, soft drinks.
What?
I saw that.
It's still there. It's like, yes, I'll get thirsty.
You know, Rob can't figure out how to sign up for Poshmark. He sure as fuck can't figure out Instagram.
I don't understand how Rob puts his socks on in the morning sometimes.
He watches a YouTube video first about it.
You guys just like busting balls.
I mean, this isn't even busting balls. You said yourself you can't figure out how to sign up for a Poshmark account.
I know,
I didn't say I couldn't figure out. I just said, was it worth the time? Because I talked to some people. They say men's is not really moving.
If it takes you more than 2 minutes to sign up for a Poshmark account, you have a deficit.
Yeah, it sounds like you're thinking about ridiculous stuff that doesn't matter again.
Yeah, but if the merch doesn't move,
what are you losing? Your time?
Yeah.
All you got is time.
We've got all the time in the world.
$600 my first week with this account on Poshmark. So like stuff moves just fine.
Yeah, but men's. I'm talking about. I don't do women.
Can someone please get a sound clip of that? Rob saying, "I don't do women."
This has all
It's gonna be
kinds
live
of
on the internet.
Please.
It's gonna be live on the internet here shortly.
Oh, sometimes you see my stuff. I'll sell women's once in a while. But I'm very conservative with women's. Very.
Very.
But
You know, like cashmere, I'll pick up cashmere. Or, you know, if I
You know what?
the
It's
lady.
not my job to convince you to sign up for Poshmark, so don't do it.
No, I'm just afraid that I'm
You
gonna
don't do
Fear
it.
wake
will
up in
get
the
you
morning,
nowhere.
stuff is gonna sell. It's gonna go, oh shit.
Are
And
you
then-
selling through shit so fast that you really
Exactly.
think you're
You're
going to
so
double
full of
sell?
donkey pachonky. This is an awesome piece of
And I gotta figure out how to make the
software.
pictures into boxes. Remember you said
Your
Oh my
pictures
God.
square on eBay anyway. So
I still got death piles for eBay, so I gotta
no
do them
shit.
first.
Everything's an excuse.
What's an excuse?
Imagine if you didn't have excuses and you just like got shit done.
I get stuff done.
It's tough love, my friend. That's all it is.
I get stuff done.
You could do better.
Yeah, that's all we bust your balls about.
We know you can do better because when you list shit, you actually sell it. It's not like you're finding crap. Like, we just want to see you being more successful because we know that you
Wait,
can.
do you own the store that is called like It's Not Crap?
Do I own my eBay
Because
store
that
or my?
store exists, and they talked to me on the internet yesterday.
It's not
No.
crap. Oh, I think I saw that, and I saw it's.
It
Why,
is crap.
so they say it's not crap, but it is.
Look up the store It's Not Crap on eBay. They emailed me yesterday.
It was like spelled weird or something, right?
It's got stars.
They emailed me asking me if something I had was crap, basically. And I was like, wait, is this really happening? I think it was a prank. I was like, wait, what?
And then their
The
listing.
store name is It's
and
Not
they were-
Crap, and you're asking if my stuff is crap.
And they like sell condoms on eBay.
Yeah,
Do they?
their last sell was like a pack of condoms.
Talk about something I would not trust buying from a stranger on eBay.
No.
Nah. That's some
Probably
real
expired.
life consequences shit right there. No, thank you.
So I got a
Yeah,
question.
you don't know.
Can I
Yes.
ask you a question?
Please do.
All right. So I know you guys.
Condoms on eBay.
So I know you guys don't really care too much for Scavenger Life, but I listened to them and like they came up. They
Wait, I
kinda
never
came
said
up-
that.
No,
Wait,
me
hold on.
neither. I don't even know them.
I have
Yeah.
said that.
That's not
Okay.
true. I actually, when I first started, I listened to their podcast like religiously. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
said
I
it.
don't really know who
I'll
they
stand
are.
behind it.
But anyhow, like they've been doing it forever, and like they kind of brought up how they've developed these other businesses, like their
Bed and breakfast.
properties, right?
Mhm.
And that they had come to a point where they didn't actually have to do eBay anymore, but they do it because they already have the processes like established, and so it's like, why not, But it feels like there's this trend with a lot of like at least the YouTube personalities that it starts becoming more and more like part-time, or like does anybody actually want to be a reseller? Or is it just like this, transitionary?
I do.
Right.
I love it. It's like what I'd love to do. I love this business.
can I ask you? Like, I'm actually I have a lot of questions about your question. Okay, question number one. Who are you watching that doesn't want to be a reseller full time anymore?
Well, like, Bonafide, like his maximum he wants to spend is like 16 hours a day on eBay, and then he wants to pursue like
16 hours a week, you know?
16 hours a week on eBay
Yeah.
and pursue other.
Only 16 hours a day, and then he's
It's
done.
like, damn, that's a lot.
So okay, I think this is what happened. So as someone who like creates content and makes like a living, I could make a full-time living just off of creating content at this point. So let me like give you some insight on that. I think that might help. So when you start creating content and people like Bonafide who've built like the green room and done all this other stuff, like they're making and I'm making a full-time income off of that, right? So like my YouTube earnings alone could pay all of my bills. Just on like the payout from YouTube could pay all my bills.
Mhm.
People don't think that's true because they go on these weird websites and they say it's only like $500. It's a lot more than that because we're in a niche market. So like anyone who's doing YouTube on a level like I'm doing YouTube in our market is making enough that it's like a full-time minimum wage job, let's say in America. Like let's say if you could do 40,000 a year easy doing just YouTube in our niche market.
That'd be like 2 minimum wage jobs.
And a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I just don't care. This summer I'm over it. So that is a reason why a lot of people who are resellers, like they put more time and energy in. They start putting more time and energy into creating content, right? Because it pays more at the end of the day. And you get a lot more out of it. You get the ability to help other people. You get the ability to grow your store using it. And then from there, people want more and more of your time. And so with that, you have to start charging them for it because you only have so much time to give. And so that's why people like Rakin or Bonafide or all these other people, you see us start creating paid for content because there's only one of us. And at some point, the internet just wants so much of you and you have to figure out a good balance. So when you start doing that, that's another stream of income. So I think what you're seeing is you're seeing people on the internet who've realized that it can be profitable. And so they start doing that more instead of maybe putting that time into their reselling business.
Yeah, they've maybe reached the crescendo of that part of their business, but that doesn't mean they won't want to grow another business or figure something else out. I mean, business is business, and I mean, I don't, like you're saying, I don't see myself as, I mean, I think I could create pretty good content if I really wanted to. It's just not, no, I think I could. I mean, I find amazing things, and I find them often. I mean, if you actually look at my store and you kind of see what sells, we do find incredible things. And that would be the source of really great content, but I just really have no interest in doing that. I like doing this. I like doing the business side of it, but I don't have that much exposure to that side of it. But what I have found is that I don't know if I have a thick enough skin to deal with like that many people bombarding me. I don't know if it goes with my personality. I like this because it's like small and like organized in a certain
intimate
way. I wish you wouldn't talk sometimes.
It's a good attitude, Rob. Good job.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I hear you. I figured that was it.
It's hard to do this job if you're not passionate about it. I think it's hard to do this job well if you're not passionate about it. Some people do, but I think it's hard to keep it up at a certain level.
I've been doing it for so long, and I've loved it ever since I started doing it. And I started doing it because I did like it. I mean, there was a certain necessity in it. Okay, but still, like, it was like I could have done something. I could do something else. I really could. That's the thing with me. Like, if somebody's doing it because they have to, they have a different perspective than me. Like, at this point, if I stopped doing this, it wouldn't even matter. Like, I could actually just easily, likely seek some kind of employment or do another project or whatever.
Get a job.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want a job either.
No, it's not that I want a job, but if I was unsuccessful at this, I would choose another route. Because I'm successful at this and I'm growing and it's successful for me, I'm staying on that successful path, if that makes any sense.
But I think like the point of your question is like you see a lot of content creators who aren't really doing it full time anymore.
Yeah.
But I think you're probably watching a lot of like the people who have become like successful at creating content.
Don't you think Pete's a really good example of a guy who like really knows how to eBay and knows like how to acquire merchandise and knows how to push volume, and that's what he does? Like, he doesn't produce that much content. He really produces serious results, and when those are done, I think he produces content.
Yeah, I still think he sells way more than his YouTube earnings. Whereas I think some people.
Oh, he does. I mean, I know for a fact. So I know like his numbers on both ends, and like for a fact, because I did the rally with him last year. Like his reselling business is amazing.
It's amazing. He knows how to. He knows. He's kind of like. I follow him for a reason because I'm like, I see that shop and I just see like a money machine. But the thing is, I don't like the junk. Like, I don't want people coming in and touching anything. Like, once I buy it from you, you don't touch it. Nobody touches it. You buy it, I ship it to you, take it. I don't like the model of like having a bunch of unsorted junk everywhere.
But he can move certain stuff that's a lot harder to move.
I know, but I don't want to move. I don't want to mess with that stuff. I'm not saying his philosophy is bad. Like, it's awesome because somebody might come in, sell you something, and then spend all the money on stuff they just bought from you. You know, like they rebuy stuff from you. It's awesome. I just don't like the idea of that. I really like being able to present the product in a way that's effective to like lots of people. I want a big market to sell that stuff quickly.
Yeah, I think he even brought up that like if he had to do it again, that he wouldn't necessarily do another shop because
he tried to open up a second one and then he shut it down very quickly.
Right.
I don't know if you saw that.
But he could do all that he does without that overhead, which is like an eBay store, or he could be as successful or more.
Well, what he does is he takes that whole front room and he like flips it around and turns that into storage, right? And he just has a place where people can come in and bring their stuff. They can analyze it, have a specialty desk where you can check anything that comes in, decide whether you're going to buy it, move on. Put it into the light cube, take pictures of it, put it on the shelf. Done. That's what I do. I'm not saying mine is better or anything. It's like I'm saying it's my preference. Yeah, it's my preference, and I can fit so much more stuff in the amount of space if people aren't looking at it. It doesn't have to be displayed, you know, and I can display it to like tons and tons more people online. And so I can buy a DVD VCR combo here in Portland for like $12 very easily. Okay, they sell mine for like $70. So there's no local market for that here for some reason, because they wouldn't be there for that price if there was.
Yeah, one thing Peter, he always said, which I took from his videos, and I've spoken to him many times. He's a gentleman, and
Sure.
Let the merchandise come to you. That's always a good thing. Like whenever I placed ads like on Craigslist, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. A lot of times you get very good results out of those Craigslist ads.
Here in Portland, you need a special license. Well, it's everywhere in Oregon, I guess. And Portland has specific rules, but if you buy here in Portland from the general public and it's not fashion, it's controlled. So you have to put it into the police bank and all that stuff.
You mean like, oh, I see. Like you can't just put an ad on Craigslist, say, I buy tools.
Yeah, then people start bringing you stolen tools and you start selling stolen tools on the internet. You have to register everything with the police here. So if I buy something, everything needs a ticket. And then that ticket has to be registered and it has to be held for like 30 days. Same thing with Pete. Yeah. Pete's got to hold stuff too. I guarantee you he does.
Yeah, I went, because I did that, and I went to one sketchy neighborhood, and she had like box sets, but they were like they were import box sets. There was one I scored big time. You ever heard of Nana Muscuri?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, she's very famous in Europe, and she had the box set right there. She's like, all right, $5. Sold for like $300-400. If you ever find anybody listening, if you find like DVD, CD box sets that says import edition, that means they're worth a lot of money. Almost always.
Excellent. Are you listening on Poshmark right now?
I am.
Yes.
Fuck. I'm sorry, I can't do it right now.
And I'm sharing my friends' closets.
Ugh,
I'm a multitasker.
It's so boring.
Yeah, but I'm
like
just sitting
sharing.
here talking to you jackasses. Like,
Right.
Yeah, but at least I'm interesting.
Why can't you do two
Well,
things at once?
Because
let's not oversell ourselves, shall we?
have you talked to me? I can barely do one thing. How am I supposed to do two things? Have you seen me try to do one thing?
Yeah, it's pretty painful to watch.
Yeah, it's like watching a chihuahua try to fuck a walrus.
No, because that's actually entertaining.
That's why my doctor put me on medication.
Because you tried to fuck a walrus.
Yes.
Really?
Sorry.
Oregon, they got some good stories out there.
I've listed 50 things, 50 new things since we started our.
Listening
yeah.
to Poshmark is so much easier than listening to eBay.
So
It's true.
fast.
So that's what you're both just cross posting from eBay.
Yeah. I told Colleen that I was in a competition and she said we're gonna win.
Yeah, I guess I kind of just miss like the early stage
Nice.
of a lot of these YouTubers, you know?
The
Like,
early
remember when
stage?
Rick and Profit was like buying like gumball machines and stuff like that? He was still in like that hustle mode.
Yeah, he was.
Well,
in the
everybody
hustle mode.
evolves,
Like,
though.
that's the stuff that I enjoyed. You
It
know?
seems like he he moved. I don't watch the guy because he like totally creeps me out.
Come on, do the impression. Come on, bro. You do a good one.
What is
No, let's not make fun of Reagan though. Like he's
I know. I'm
No,
not.
no,
I'm not,
no,
I'm not being
no.
about to, but he does a
I'm
good
sorry.
Reagan impression.
Guys, I'm just saying that, you know, like they have changed. That's all.
Stop.
Just
But
noticing.
like, yeah,
You're right.
okay. Actually,
I think he's more into fitness and like mentorship, and I feel like that's what he feels like he's good at, and that's really cool. Like I'm glad that he's going in the direction of like I don't think people should be like, well, you're a reseller and that's all you do. That's ridiculous. Like he found like that horse drove by and he put a lasso on it. You know, now he's
Yeah.
riding it around.
What he's doing now.
Yeah.
but like, can we talk about that statement for a second that you just made? Like, I actually really want to talk about it.
Okay.
So you just said, I feel like he's changed, but look at yourself 5 years ago. Haven't you changed?
No, I'm just talking like his whole content. I mean,
His content has changed, yeah, but like,
because it was
that's
like
the thing is with most creators on the internet, they really struggle because that's like something we hear all the time, and it's actually like really offensive. Is we hear all the time like you've changed, you're not the same, and it's like yeah, like no one's the same.
no,
and
I'm
like
just reminiscing. I'm just saying I miss that. Like that's what I initially was into. You know, was
I
like
know. I think
like
I'm
that
just trying to
hustle,
get
and then-
across to you that like that's an issue in general, that like when you're creating content that people want you to stay the same and they want you to make the same content forever, and you just can't do that, and so you get all this like backlash. Like I know Reagan's gotten a ton of backlash in his career because of like you've changed, you're not the same person, and it's like, well, no one's going to be the same person, and that happens. And
But I mean, there are examples of people that are still the same. Like we were just talking about.
I think that's detrimental. The people that stay the same.
we were talking
I don't
about
think that's
So,
good.
depends on if you're
Peter.
successful or
like,
not.
he's still the same. He's still just doing
Yeah,
his thing. He's
yeah.
in the shop. He's still
I'm
selling.
sure.
It
I'm
hasn't
sure.
changed.
I think it may have changed the way, you know, it might have changed. Like he might have gotten tips from he's more like he doesn't. She's talking really about a content creator, and Pete is not. Pete is a hardcore reseller, business guy, hustler. Okay,
Right.
and he's good at it, and he's successful. He's doing $100,000 a month in sales. Come on.
Yeah.
And he's got super security. Like everything's fine. He's got a place in the market, and it's good. So he doesn't need to chase other streams of income because his is so good, right? But I mean,
But here's the thing with Pete is like, I want to throw out there, we didn't see Pete from the beginning, right? So like when you're talking about other content creators like Rick and Profit, like me, like other people who created content about reselling, a lot of us started creating the content right when we first started reselling. So what you've seen is us grow. What you haven't seen with Pete is you didn't see him in the beginning when he first started this, right? Like
No.
you saw him when he was already doing 100,000 a year or a month. And now you've just seen what that looks like with him. Like, so you don't know what he did when he first started. Like, maybe he did change a bunch of the ways that he did things. But what, like Corey said, like he became super successful and then he started creating content.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think. I mean, I positive growth is always. I mean, it's always good, you know. But yeah, I mean, I watched some of like the Rake and Profit early videos. Definitely, I saw some of them. I don't know.
Here's some of the changes I would talk about. Where I feel like some of these people were like full-time resellers, then they found a new platform of YouTube, and then you get like people, you know, and it's fine.
Yeah, you want to reach a bigger market, but the question is, are you a reseller or are you a content creator?
Right. So and like, they become content creators. So like,
no, but maybe they always were a content creator. They just decided to use the niche of reselling.
Right. So Bonafide now he's more of like a teacher or mentor.
Exactly.
You know, then you get like Rockstar Flipper, where he was pretty much just all like selling, and now he's kind of like this news platform. You know,
news platform.
Well, he does all like the seller updates, and you know, he's
Rockstar Flipper. Rockstar Flipper was always a marketer. You can look back at him from 2 years ago. He never sold more than he did now, right? Like he's probably selling more now than he ever did, and he's really just like a piece of shit. I don't even know why you're bringing his name onto this fucking show.
I'm just talking about transition.
Like, don't compare Break and Profit. Don't put Break and Profit and Rockstar Flipper and Bonafide Hustler and Pete in the same fucking category.
You're not even comparing apples to apples.
I don't know.
They've been on each other's shows. I just think.
I don't get into the whole like you know.
I don't want to
drama, but.
No, it's not drama if someone's just a piece of shit. That's not drama. If someone's just a fucking asshole, they're a fucking asshole.
Yes.
If they've got nothing to bring to the table, then it's not. You're not even comparing.
Dude, I don't like the reason I
brought up Rockstar Flipper. That's fine.
The titles of this show are basically making fun of Rockstar Flipper's titles of his channels, like the sky is literally falling. Everyone listen to me. I'll save you.
But here's the thing, like people change. It's okay to change. And like some people create content and like they put more time and energy into content and that happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. And like I don't think it's fair to like come on and just be like, yeah, like these people don't even sell anymore. Cause that's something that people say all the time is like a thing that's like, oh, it's a bad thing. It's like not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe that's what they're doing.
He didn't say it was a bad thing. He was saying
that I was just curious because it does, you know, like do you guys hate 10K as well?
No, I don't hate it.
Even 10K brings up the whole thing about like
But 10K, you're using the example of the marketer again. So 10K was.
But he even brings up the whole thing about like.
Wait. Let me just put this out there. He started as a marketer first. He did 10,000 Uber rides first, and he did some other crap before. he just got into reselling because he found the niche somehow.
It was the next thing.
It was like whatever niche he jumped into, and you know he did it very pointedly. I think maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, but my thing is,
and he did a good job. Listen, he didn't do a bad job.
He just talks about reselling as a means to another end. He'll bring that up. It's like you get your store up to a certain space, then you free up time, you can do whatever else you want. So and that my initial question is, do people, is that like the majority of people's goal is to like, or is reselling the end all for people? Because
I think that's a very broad question. And it's like with anything, like you're going to find people who are like, I'm happy doing this and I want to do this for the foreseeable future. This is my passion. Yeah. I'm not, for me personally, I don't sell things because I'm like, oh, I want to make a certain amount of money and then go and be whatever. I do this because I fucking love it. I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to do this job.
Right.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Love this job.
I love it. I love the
aspect of the job.
I just love the whole thing.
Finding cool shit,
Well, that-
Finding a 1950s wedding dress and selling it to someone else so they can wear it to their wedding. That's
No,
fucking
no.
amazing to me.
No, I agree with that part, but not the listing part. You don't say, "Oh, I got to
But
go do."
no, I do love that because it's part of it. Like we all talk about, oh, I hate shipping, I hate it. And like of course there's parts where it gets monotonous, but I love all of it. I love interacting with customers, even the shitty ones. Like I do.
No,
I like being independent and seeing how I can grow a business. So like so let's talk about, you were talking about like differences in this and that. Kevin, like next month on eBay, what do you think? Do you have like a sales goal, or you just sell stuff that you find because that's what you like to do?
No, I have a sales goal, yeah.
Okay. What is it?
I just try to hit 5,000. That's pretty much my sales goal.
You try to do 5,000 in sales per month.
Yeah.
Awesome. My sales goal is like 30,000 a month. That's what it actually is.
Right.
So you can see, like, we know how to do the same thing. We just have a much different style and comfort level of what.
And there's no wrong way. Like nobody's
Yeah,
goals
like,
are wrong.
Absolutely. Like, you could do more, but you just do what you want because you like doing what you like to do.
And you have the freedom to do that.
Yeah.
Unlike when you're working a typical desk job where it's like you don't have that freedom. You have to do what you're slated to do, and that's kind of it.
I'm trying to grow a company that I can have people invest in later, and then I can actually sell. That has some proprietary aspects that can be sold later. That's what I'm trying to do. And I think that this market is awesome because it has a churn. There's a churn to it. If you can figure out how to assay things, present them, and sell them efficiently, you're fine. It needs to be kind of a inventory processing machine, because things are going to be coming. If you're really accurately buying in the place that if you can gear the location around the things that are around it, like obviously I'm going to find a lot more Nike than you're going to find in New York, So if you kind of have an idea of what you're going for and how you expand that, you can go anywhere. You just have to have capital and a place to process inventory, I think. People want efficiency. They want their time, right? That's why people shop online, because they don't want to go to the grocery store. They don't want to go pick something out. They don't want to. They want to like sit there for a second, do it, and go back to watching Netflix. Convenience is like king at this point. People like convenience more than they like money. I mean, Amazon has proven that time and time again.
True.
So we have to use some of those things when we're. Poshmark isn't working. Oh, please stop working. I hope that the satellite.
Poshmark is working fine.
Yeah, I can't list anything.
What? I just listed something.
It's not taking my. It's not
Stop,
like.
Stop taunting Kayla.
Says you, who is currently taunting me.
But look at. I create a lot of content, and I still am reselling full time.
Yeah, I've been watching your journey.
When I taunt you, it's cute. When Nicole taunts you, it's mean.
No, that's not true.
Damn it!
It's not letting me share now. This is gonna mess up my whole closet look.
Oh, funny that.
Look, I got a negative feedback today.
Me too.
What did you guys do? Okay.
This guy ordered something from us. We didn't ship it, but it was just a mistake. And then I asked him if he wanted it still, and he said yes. So I shipped it to him that day, and it went global shipping, so it took like 3 weeks. And he got it like 10 weeks later. Poor communication. Had to open case to get it shipped 10 weeks after payment. Well,
this is that guy that you were talking to us about yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he opened up a case, but it was out for delivery when he opened up the case.
So I hear you.
But I think I can get this removed because there is no poor communication. I responded to him within moments every single time. So I don't think that this is accurate. And it didn't get shipped 10 weeks after payment. It got delivered 10 weeks after payment. So The fact that this is false, I can most likely get it removed.
If it was just delayed because it was sitting in global shipping, like that's not
that
your
wasn't.
fault.
It was my fault that we didn't ship it. Like sometimes a label didn't get put on a box somehow, and it was just a packing error. They happen.
Somebody's fired.
I did it. It was a day that John was gone and I was shipping stuff, so I made the mistake.
Did you ever do the wrong label on the wrong package?
No. You know how we don't do that anymore? We take a copy of the packing slip and we print it on the thermal printer and it goes on the side of the package.
Hey, Kayla,
That way
you
you'll
had a
never
negative too?
I didn't. No, I haven't had a negative since last October.
Who else got a negative?
I got a neutral last week.
Neutral.
I got a neutral that said good.
Oh my
Oh yeah.
And I said, apparently not, Susan. It was fucking
Apparently
good. You
not,
left me a positive
Susan.
feedback. You bitch.
That was mean.
That was mean. Yeah, except she was like, good. I even reached out to her and was like, hey, buddy.
You
If it
called
was
me a
so
bitch
good,
earlier and it hurt my feelings.
what's with the neutral, my friend? What can I do to make you happy? Who hurt you?
And would you like somebody to hurt you more?
If you'd like that, I know a guy.
My negative today was dumb too. The person was just like, I saw that it had flaws in the photo when I bought it, and then I washed it, and there was more flaws. I tried to give you a chance. They said that in the message, and I was like,
Thanks.
You're so giving.
I'm so glad you bought that 99-cent item, and then after you washed it, it had a hole in it. How do I know? Like, how do you know that didn't happen in your washing machine? Like,
Right.
That's why dude, I don't like selling things of low value on eBay because like there's so many like goofballs and scammers and nonsense. That's why my average item's like $40. It like sweeps away the refuse.
yeah, I'm working on that.
Refuse.
I only have issues with people and
Under
low-dollar
10,
items.
Yeah.
Can you give me 80
cents back on
this because the thing was loose? Like,
I definitely have issues with people with higher dollar stuff too.
oh, I rarely do.
I rarely do.
Yeah, rarely.
Rarely do.
This happened. My neutral was on a $40 dress, but
That was accidental neutral though.
I kind of feel like it was because this dress was in like excellent condition. So
Some people don't understand feedback either. They think, okay, well, neutral's a good feedback.
yeah, and that positive would be like
I never
exceptional.
I never get. Let's see. I have 4 neutrals in the past year. Niece. This guy can't even spell niece, but little faded. Received incorrect item. Seller offered prompt refund, but never received item. Well,
Okay.
Let me ask you guys a question. You ever have somebody message you?
didn't
What?
fit. Vintage Doc Martens. This is my 3rd neutral. Didn't fit. Well, yeah, because you ordered a 10 and you're size 13. That's the guy. He was like, yeah.
I sold some maternity jeans, and she said I only have 2 neutrals, and she said pants fit terrible, not a true 28. Maybe you're just pregnant as fuck and don't want to admit that you don't fit in your same size anymore.
What is a true 28?
Yeah.
I mean, it says it on the
I
package.
know, like I made it up. I changed the label because I don't like you. That's all.
Selling orders, listings, marketing orders.
And then my only negative was for a pair of boots that she said the shoes did not fit. They run small, and the seller didn't state that. Well, they were a size 6.5, so they ran real small for me. Those are like 3 full sizes too small for me. So sorry.
You couldn't
You
get
know
that.
what the best meme out on the internet is right now?
What's
The
up?
meme with the eBay 60-day returns, and then the Poshmark that's like, you got 72 hours.
Yes.
Yep. I like that.
eBay's like, you have 6 years to return it. We will make the seller come pick it up from your house.
Yeah.
And, you can pick their dog before you leave too.
You can pluck their left testicle.
And Poshmark's like, nah, fam, don't do it. Can't. Sorry.
Peace.
Is Poshmark actually a 72-hour?
You have 72 hours to accept your item, which releases the funds to the seller. If there's a problem, like it has a hole in it or whatever, you have to state that within the 72-hour window. And they will only accept a return if like there's an actual flaw. So if you're just like, it doesn't fit me, you can't return it.
Wow.
So there has to be like a stain that they didn't disclose, or they said it's a large, but the tag actually says medium. That would be a returnable option. But if you're just like, I don't like the color, it doesn't fit me, you know, or if there's a stain, but you said there's a stain, Poshmark will be like, yeah, no, look, they said there's a stain. Sorry.
And you have to pay the return shipping?
If there is an issue and you are actually at fault, yes, you would.
And they have like phone banks with like people that you can actually call.
Hell no.
No?
No, it takes a
Hell
day
no.
to get a response from them for anything.
And you may never
Who?
get a response. I actually
Who?
messaged them about something and they never responded to me.
Who?
Poshmark customer service is
Oh.
So then who
Worse than eBay?
They just have so many people contacting. Their platform's growing fast.
So if you have an issue, there's an option in your order form that you can select that's like, there was a problem with my order. And it goes through a special, you know, set of rules. But if you're just like, I need to talk to Poshmark because I'm having some generic problem, it's like, good luck. There's no phone number.
Customer service is expensive.
Their email, like they never answer their emails.
That sucks. They should answer their emails.
I emailed them about a problem that I had and I just never heard back from them. I gave up.
I generally find my success rate with emails low.
They have no other way to contact people. Like
Yeah,
there's
you
no
can only email
Poshmark
them.
for business on Facebook or anything.
I'm trying to get my old, so I have an issue right now where I have 2 Poshmark accounts and I want to shut down the States Place one and just focus on the Nicole State one. And for some reason, it wasn't letting me close it down. So I emailed them and they're like, oh, you can't close it because you still have money that you haven't sent to your bank. Send it to your bank and we'll close it for you. And I was like, oh, duh. Yeah, okay. So I sent them money to my bank and I emailed them back. And then I also emailed them and was like, and there's another account that's like saying it's my account, but it's not my account.
Uh-oh.
And they're using like my photos and like a screen name that I sometimes use. Can you guys close that down too? But it's like every time we've messaged back and forth now, and it takes it like 24 to 48 hours to get a response from them.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, they need better customer service if they want to be like front runners, in my opinion, because it's pretty piss poor.
Man, my eBay chart looks like dog shit.
Mine is this crazy roller coaster.
Dude, yeah, mine's on the upswing right now. So, like, I did $1,543 on Monday, May 21st. And on Saturday, May 26th, I did $186.76.
Sunday, I did $58 on eBay, and then today I'm at $612. I'm like, why though?
I'm running an average of like 700 a day or something like that.
My average, like if you were to average it out, it looks pretty good. But I have like these very weird, random, like severe dips.
Yeah.
And then the next day is like crazy high. So if I average it out, it's not bad. But it's like, could we just do an average instead of having $58 days sometimes?
So,
It's actually kind of nice, I think, when you have a day off where you didn't sell anything.
oh my God, I hate that.
I hate that.
How could
You
I
don't have to
ever?
pack anything.
Every
Dude,
gray hair I
worse
have is called
I know.
eBay.
That's like when I start to like dig up the box with the shotgun in the yard. To,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say, I think
commit
about driving off a
suicide, right?
bridge.
I get
That's
so
when
much
I-
more work done that day because I don't have
No,
to.
that's when I like open up Mercari and I'm like, well, I guess this is my life now.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh my God, there's crickets over here. Find these
Better run a 97% off sale.
Today I was at Goodwill with Des and he goes, Mom, like, what is your worst nightmare? I know what it is. Your worst nightmare is that there's nothing to buy and sell. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I mean, aside from like,
That
terrible
would be like
familial
zombie
issues.
apocalypse or
You know what
something.
my
Like,
worst, seriously,
Illness.
worst nightmare would be is to be like working at McDonald's and like being forced into that like lifestyle of like working at McDonald's. Like every day I would go work at McDonald's. That would be like the
That's
worst
up there
thing
for
ever.
sure.
Burger
Holy
World?
God. It doesn't have to be McDonald's specifically. It could be the Smoothie King or whatever.
Burger World.
Dairy Queen. Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm building my posh closet, guys. I have a few actual like real things here. Building a posh closet, and I have a lot of like higher end stuff in my closet, but I'm also realizing that I probably need to put some like lower end things in there because those will just like move in bundles.
So would you like my advice?
I will give you real advice and not try to sabotage you.
I think you should start to list socks.
I actually have a bunch of Keen socks that are brand new that I got for free. I was thinking
Those would be good on
I
Poshmark.
remember those.
Yeah, and a good low price probably on those, right? A low average sale price. Get you some sales going.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking about I've been giving them away, just putting them in packages like bonus socks because there's so many of them.
Socks for you.
How many of them do you have?
Like 50 pairs.
Why?
Because our friend had them and she just gave them to me.
Oh, I'll sell them for you if you want.
No, I've been selling. I've also been wearing them when my feet get cold.
Would you like to sell some?
I have those underwear for you to sell.
Ooh. Hey
He
now.
loves that.
Thanks for sharing closet, Michelle.
Yes, thank you.
How do I? That's what I was in before you guys got me distracted. I was sharing.
Okay, no.
stuff.
So, what do you guys think about my issue? Do you guys think I should mix in?
We don't care.
I don't know. I'm hard to ask on that because I just cross post everything and I don't care. So
Do you do Depop and Grailed and all those other ones?
I did Depop a little bit, but it's a pain in the dick.
Grail looks so dumb too.
Grail is good
You
if you
have
have
pay to
certain
share
things.
and stuff. It's so weird.
Yeah, Depop you need to share, and I'm already sharing on Poshmark. I don't need more of that in my life.
Dude, I don't like the sharing thing.
And people are cheap on Depop. In fact, I should just go delete my Depop account because I really don't like it that much. It's all these like 19-year-old girls like with their
How you
asses
doing?
out.
Where's this website?
Oh my god.
I just woke. I was just sleeping. I woke up. Yeah.
Can I delete my account? How does this work? I don't know. I'm too old for Depop, I think.
That was
They're like,
19-year-old.
model this? And I'm like, not on your fucking life, sweetheart. It ain't gonna
So
happen.
can we have some really good conversation about like what do you think you can do on Poshmark? Like what do you really think you can make on Poshmark in a month?
As much as you want, I think.
But like I see some bigger sellers and I was lurking them today and I was like, it doesn't seem like they're making as much as I would think.
I mean, the clothing market is the clothing market, and it's like, you need to be just like you'd have to be diversified on eBay. You need to be diversified there, and you need to be on the fashion trend and all that kind of stuff. And I think that if you had great prices, I mean, it seems like a slow platform to me. It just seems like it doesn't have a ton of traffic. I know it's happening, but it's like the sharing thing is just going on and on and on. But what's the real other interactions? How are those going?
I think it depends how much you put into it.
What's
And
the biggest number of transactions that you've done in a single day on Poshmark?
probably like 8 or 9. And some of those were bundles, so people ordering multiple things. I think the most I've done for me was probably $200 or $300 in a day. Actually, the other day I did $350, and I had 2 decent sized bundles.
So there are bundles of clothing. I'm saying I don't think that the customer base is that big yet on Poshmark. I think it's slightly overestimated. That's what I believe.
I think that with good products and sharing your closet multiple times a day, I mean, I know you don't like it. I'm just telling you what it is.
I need
I'm
to
not
figure.
saying
No,
I
I
agree
need to
with it.
figure out how to like share the
You
closet.
have a whole fucking
So I heard
employee.
when
This
you
should be her job.
share, there's a couple different ways. You can actually just share, or you can do the edit list thing.
Yeah, it doesn't affect your
So actually editing can be a little bit better because then you also are in the like just in list as well as the just shared list.
Wow.
I thought sharing did both.
No.
I didn't think it made a difference.
No. So sharing, you're just in the just shared list. But if you edit it, that's like a new listing basically.
Okay.
So the way you do it, Kayla, is like you're doing the cross posting. But what if it was like an either or? Would there be a benefit to just being on Poshmark as opposed to eBay? Like spending time there as opposed to eBay?
I don't know. I think it depends where you have, how much time you have and where you want to spend it. Like, this is why I hired a virtual assistant, because I don't have time to share my closet 3 times a day. It literally takes me about 25 minutes to share my entire closet of 500 and something items. And I don't have time to sit here and do that. So I hired someone to do that for me.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you just listed items on Poshmark, would there be any benefit of doing that?
Not to me, because I'd rather double my chances of it selling somewhere. Like, if I have something cross-posted on eBay and Poshmark, like, I just doubled my chances of selling it. Now, if I had all the time in the world, shit, I'd cross-post it to Mercari and Depop and Grailed and Etsy, and I just don't. So I'm focusing on the platforms that have made me the most money and make the most sense for me to continue to grow on.
I'm on your side.
Etsy died on the vine for me for vintage. Like, I kept feeding the beast and paying my 20 cents per fucking listing, and I hadn't made a sale on Etsy in like 3 months. So I'm done. I gave up on Etsy. I don't have time for it. It wasn't showing me results. Depop, I've made a couple $100, but not enough for it to be worth it for me. Mercari is a bunch of idiots. Like, I get the stupidest fucking questions on Mercari, and it's just not worth my time. So I'm focusing on the platforms that are easy and have a good return on my time and my investment.
Yeah, exactly.
Poshmark would be like the second best
Yes.
site in your opinion.
Yeah, so eBay is my number one and is where I make the most of my money, and then Poshmark is not a close second, but a hard second.
And what?
And I don't even. My third would be Instagram now. Like, I don't even want to deal with Etsy anymore.
Yeah, Instagram is great.
Making direct sales on Instagram is amazing.
I don't leverage Instagram enough.
What age range is like Poshmark, do you think? Like, what's the clientele?
I would say like 23 to 35 for the most part.
Pretty young still.
Yeah. But you know what? I sell like old lady clothes on Poshmark too. Like, that's why I cross-post everything, because I just throw it all at the wall and see what sticks, and sometimes I'm surprised.
I'm trying to share crap.
And it's free to list there. I don't lose anything except for, my cross-poster or my own time to cross-post it there. So it's not like I'm paying fees for the item to sit there and not sell. If it doesn't sell, I don't pay anything.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool, like the whole free market working its way out here. Like Poshmark not having returns, and then eBay following suit of Amazon of like infinite return kind of policy, and just see
I think there's a place for everything in the market. There is, like, I don't disagree with the way either of those platforms is handling it. They're both doing it in a different way, and I respect how Poshmark is telling people resell it on the platform. Like,
cool.
Now Poshmark gets to make the fees twice on it once it resells, right? Like, that's kind of smart. But eBay is trying to make it hassle-free. They're focusing on, like, we don't want a buyer to be unhappy for half a second, so we're going to, make everyone take returns. And Poshmark's like, nah, you don't need to take a return. We're just going to tell the buyer, like, hey, resell it. Make your money back on it. Maybe make more money on it.
Exactly.
Free market.
I like that we have a choice in this business. And there are some people who are still killing it on Etsy. And that would be like their number one platform. And I say, good for you. That's great. There are people who are killing it on Grailed. They're making tons of money selling like cool streetwear and shit. And I think that's great that there's that option. But for me, it's like eBay and Poshmark are just have my attention now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, my focus has moved from Amazon so significantly.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Oh yeah, I don't even give a shit about
I'm
Amazon.
letting Amazon die.
Yeah.
Slow death.
Slow death.
Yeah, I have stuff there, but I'm just letting it sell. But I'm not really sending stuff into it.
So
No,
I
I
had
haven't
this
sent stuff
conversation the other day with Reezy. We were talking on the phone a few days ago, and he was telling me about. So he's been in like the Amazon game for a long, long time, right? Since before any of us probably even were resellers. And he was talking about how this is just like, he's like, oh, it's just another wave. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, it always goes in waves like this. And like, right now, eBay is hitting a wave where there's just like a mass exodus from the platform, right? And so people are just like, I don't want to be on this platform anymore. All these things are changing. All these rules are changing because eBay is implementing all these new rules and all this stuff, right? So people are leaving the platform. And he's like, it's a great thing, honestly, if you stick it out when everyone else is leaving. Like, it becomes a little bit harder, sure. And there's going to be new rules, and there's going to be new things you're going to have to figure out. But if you can figure out and adapt to those changes, there's less people selling, so prices end up going up on that marketplace. Yeah, because there's less competition. He's like, you always end up finding more in the actual thrift store because there's less competition. And overall, it's just like a great time period. And he's like, so like, yeah, all these people are exiting eBay, but it's like the best time to be joining and figuring out how to do eBay.
I agree with that for sure.
I think things have definitely been changing at eBay for the good for some time. I mean, there are some serious problems that are nested into their platform that they need to fix, or it's going to basically destroy them. They're simple. It's just the simplicity of using things and buying things. They have the old mentality of like figure it out instead of like the mentality of like here make the buying process on eBay can be annoying, certainly. So yeah, I think that they have so much cash flow and the actual ability to change things so quickly, they just don't realize it for some reason. And when they realize that they can innovate, I think they will. And and if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't choose it as my main platform. I really think innovation is important. I don't think Amazon has innovated very much. I think they basically just took ideas, time, and real estate. I mean, I don't really feel like. I feel like my biggest problem with Amazon is that they overpromise and underdeliver constantly, and you can't do that and stay in business.
Yeah.
Yeah, their Prime thing is really kind of not really Prime anymore.
No, it's not.
Like the whole 2-day shipping.
It doesn't even happen anymore. I don't ever get things in 2 days, barely ever.
I still do. Like, I don't think I've gotten anything late in ever, really.
I get stuff late all the time. It's like more late than on time, definitely.
Really?
But we have a main hub like right here. Do you guys have one in Portland?
There is a hub in Portland.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I always get stuff sent to my Amazon locker though, so there's one
I
in locker.
order like giant rolls of bubble wrap.
So
They can't go in an Amazon locker.
Were they Prime though? Like, or were they?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I know that I accidentally ordered some mailers
It's
a few weeks
merchant
ago and
fulfilled
forgot to buy it from Prime, and I was like, how come it's been like 5 days? And then I realized it was my, that was my error.
Yeah, I've been waiting like 3 weeks for some bubble wrap. I have to go buy some at Office.
I mean, Amazon's done some pretty amazing things though, as far as like infrastructure, and like they have been sort of innovators. Just like handling the amount of stuff that they handle is pretty amazing.
I think that they use a lot of manpower too, though. Like they use a lot of cheap labor to get a lot of that stuff done, because a lot of the stuff on Amazon is like just cheap ass shit from China anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you get this random package where you order something and you're like, God, this is like straight garbage. like the power adapters and stuff. I ordered some of those things on Amazon. It's like, oh my god, like this is not what was in the picture. But like,
it's the same thing though. If you look on eBay and you get like a power adapter from China, it's going to be the same garbage though.
But you don't know it was from China. Like you don't know where it's from. It says it's Prime.
That's true. Yeah. Like you can tell on eBay that this is
all of a sudden it's like supposed to be there in 2 days. It takes 7 days. Like they sent it from China.
Right. I ordered bubble wrap from China once, and it took like 2 months. It was stupid.
Bubble wrap from China?
Yeah, because it's like a crazy good deal, but then I don't know, their handling was insane.
Yeah, because they went out there with like sticks and beat the plastic into bubbles, and rolled it up. It took a while. They had to make it.
Yeah.
When I ordered that Suicidal Tendencies T-shirt, that took like 2 months to come from somewhere in Southeast Asia. It was like 2 months. It was like 8 weeks, 7 weeks. What?
I have to go to sleep now.
Good night.
Good night. This was good discussion.
I'm going to RBW tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. How are you going without a senior?
Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday. I forgot because of the. You're right. I'm not going tomorrow.
Actually, I'm probably gonna go because the new tags aren't half off anyway, right?
I mean, a lot of the stuff that I buy there is actually their full price.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like when I went last time, I bought a lot of stuff full price, but it was still like amazing deals, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't mind going. But yeah, senior day can they get a little fighty in there.
All right, maybe I'll go.
All right.
All right. Good night, friends.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.